Good evening and welcome to Week 5 of the Iowa High School football season. I'm Trent Condon here with you on Prep Preview on CISN. We're powered by Fairway. Getting ready for a great week of high school football. 2 games for you coming up this week on CISN TV. We'll get to those games coming up here in just a little bit. But before we look forward, time to look back at Week 4, what we saw. First, start with our 2 games that we had here for you on CISN. The game that I was calling, along with Adam Beds out at Drake Stadium, Urbandale against Des Moines Roosevelt. It was a top 10 clash, but this one turned out to be all Jayhawks. Sam Anderson's defensive squad came to play as they completely shut down Des Moines Roosevelt. Turned out to be a 30-0 victory for the Jayhawks. Game that maybe wasn't as big of a blowout as the final score indicated there, but the defense certainly was a story from Urbandale as they pitched the shutout and get their 3rd victory of the season. Now 3-1 on the year. On the other side for Des Moines Roosevelt, just never could get the offense going. Of course, led by their great quarterback. Just one of those games where every time there seemed to be a glimmer of hope, one small opportunity, the defense for Urbandale was there to shut them down. And then the young quarterback, Peyton Rottinghouse, for Urbandale. He goes down on the first play from scrimmage of the game. He's knocked down, looked like he had a pretty significant shoulder injury. Comes back, though, a series later, puts Urbandale on his back. He throws for 3 touchdowns in the game. Tough kid that went out there and played at a really high level for the Jayhawks. And young man that started playing a little bit as a freshman, was a starter last year as a sophomore. And you see his continued development now as an upperclassman in his junior season. Kind of numbers that he's putting up, giving Urbandale certainly an opportunity to put together a big series. The other one is Waukee against West Des Moines Valley. This one turned out to be all Tigers as Valley picks up their 3rd victory of the season, moving to 3-1. Very strong on the ground once again. And you see this Valley defense also making strides. It was a question mark early in the season. You saw the first couple of weeks. Give up 41 in that overtime game against Waukee Northwest. Give up 40 a week later against Southeast Polk. But then since then, they have ratcheted things up on the defensive side of the football. Remember the Tigers, they came in just one starter back from last season's team on the defensive side of the ball. But they've taken a big step forward there. And you got to think Gary Swenson's team continuing to build. They're going to be a factor as we move on throughout this season. A couple other scores to bring to you from last week as we look back. And number 1 goes down last week as Southeast Polk loses again to Ankeny. A rematch of last year's state championship game. That one went the Hawks' way, and this one very similar. 21-7 the final in that one. Southeast Polk working through some injuries right now. Certainly a question for them, but coming into the year, a lot of people felt that there was a big gap between Southeast Polk and everybody else at the high school level in Class 5A. Maybe not the case right now, though, when you look across. It's been one of those seasons where seemingly everybody just kind of beating up on each other here across Central Iowa. No undefeated teams left in Class 5A from Central Iowa. They've been beating themselves up. Southeast Polk, they get healthy, though, still going to be a factor. And how about Ankeny bouncing back from that disappointing Week 2 loss to their crosstown rival, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars? What they've done since then. The passing game has really got going with J.J. Cole. He's starting to play his best football of his high school career. A lot of excitement there with the Hawks as they continue to build and try to make a back-to-back year in 2021. Some other scores from around the area last week at Johnston High School. This one turned out to be all Waukee Northwest. The Wolves came in with an 0-3 record. They had lost all 3 games where they led at halftime, and it was an absolute gauntlet for them. It started up with Valley. Then it was Dowling. Then it was number 1 Southeast Polk. All 3 of those games, they led at halftime, but let the lead falter in the second half. Not the case here. There was no letdown. It was domination really from start to finish from the Wolves. 31-0 the final as they pick up their first program victory for the Northwest Wolves. Some other games of note, also Dowling Catholic. They took the road trip over to Iowa City to take on City High. City High still undefeated now, 4-0 after they outlast on a trick play on the final play as they get it done with a halfback pass and threw the touchdown to win it 21-17 over the Maroons. Of course, still waiting to see if Jackson Smolik, their quarterback, will return this season. He's been out with a collarbone injury. Jake English has done a nice job at the quarterback spot, but certainly hope for Dowling Catholic fans that they're going to find a way to get him back there in the lineup before we get to the end of the season. continues to be important for these teams, piling up victories, trying to get into that 16 playoff field that we will get to. 16 teams that will advance here in Class 5A to the playoffs. But Dowling Catholic goes down. City High, Mitch Moore, the former Roosevelt head coach, doing a really nice job with that football program. Another score to pass along, Ankeny Centennial have been playing better. They go up to Cedar Falls to take on the Tigers in the Unidome. This one turns out to be Cedar Falls, though, 28-14, the final in that one. So a nice victory there for Cedar Falls, a team that's been a little up and down, inconsistent this year. Same thing with the Jaguars. Plenty of big football games all in front of them. That's a recap of what we saw here in Week 4 across the landscape of Central Iowa. We're going to take a look forward here and get ready for Week 5. Our conversation with the Coaches Series come your way from Elite Eye Care. Big thank you to all of them for helping us out all season long. We'll hear from the coaches of your game and look around Central Iowa, some of the big matchups happening here this week. It's Week 5 of the high school football season. Prep Preview powered by Fairway. We're back with more here in a moment.
We are ready. We've waited for this one for a long time. The anticipation, the excitement, the intensity. The teams are on the field looking to build on last week's success.
Construction doesn't need a play-by-play call, but it does need a team. Like the team at Graphite Construction Group. From concept to planning to building completion, our team is with you every step of the way. We've been building all over Iowa. Schools, offices, stadiums, critical services, and more. Talk with us. Tell us your vision, and you'll see and feel the difference of having the Graphite team with you every step, brick by brick, beam by beam, and play by play.
And the beam is up.
Mitch, this isn't a field goal.
You mean like it's a touchdown? Graphite Construction Group.
Graphite Construction Group. We build it better.
So Russ, what do you do in the off-season?
Mitch, we don't have an off-season.
Holt Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. And at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
If you plan to buy a franchise business or you're thinking of starting a new franchise, there's a lawyer right here in Central Iowa that can help you through the process. Rush Niggett of Brick Gentry Law PC has set up an affordable service to help individuals considering buying or starting a franchise business. Learn more online at rushonbusiness.com. Let Rush Niggett help you buy or start your franchise. Rush Niggett, the franchise lawyer with Brick Gentry Law PC. It's good to have Rush on your side. Welcome back once again to Prep Preview, powered by Fairway. I'm Trent Condon. It's time to hear from the coaches of your game coming up this evening. Conversation with the coaches brought to you by Elite Eye Care on University Avenue in West Des Moines. Up first, let's hear for the head coach for the Ankeny Hawks, Paul Yeager, and Rick Nelson as they get ready for the Roosevelt Rough Riders coming up tonight here on CISN.
Back here on the pregame show, head coach Rick Nelson. Coach, Friday when you watched that game against Southeast Polk, what stood out on tape that was maybe different than what you experienced in person?
I just think how hard our kids played. Actually, both teams played. I thought it was a good football game. We've got some short fields early, which helped us. And then it was just, kind of a dogfight. And then really, our defense played really well. We punted the ball except once. We had a little short punt, but punted the ball. So field position was huge all game. And I think the run by Kadolf is the one that just really, I don't know if you say sealed it, but, hurt Southeast Polk. It was a really nice run, and I think that one really hurt him.
You've put Ryan Crandall in the mix a little bit at offense. He's given you a little different look. What's been key about maybe giving a different look to opponents?
Well, Brady's our best receiver, so they could bracket him. But now it's going to be hard with Crandall, because if they're going to do that, then Crandall's left alone. And then out of the backfield, we have Kadolf, who catches the ball really well. So, and I think our other receivers are starting to get more confidence. And so our passing game, I think, has gotten better each week, the last 2 weeks. And we hope that it'll be good Friday.
There's one runner that you haven't mentioned, and it was really all you need is one run, it appeared, from J.J. Cole. That quarterback draw really kind of changed the dynamic of them trying to defend you. Is that something you're also trying to give a different look?
Yeah, we'll continue to give him a few more opportunities to run the ball. Just so people know that he's there. And JJ's not slow by any means. He's just a real long leg guy, so he's more of a 200 runner than he is a 40. But he's a big kid, and yeah, you'll see him run the ball more as throughout the season.
Defensively, you kept Wampa didn't play, but there's still other weapons. Christensen's a really good. What did you like about the defensive effort?
Just getting off blocks. I mean, they have a real big lineman, and then they got the other kid that's going to North Dakota. So they have two real nice linemen, and our kids were able to get off blocks and make plays, and they played gap sound, and we covered pretty dang well. They have some nice receivers, and their quarterback's a good player. He threw a couple really nice, that one touchdown on the south end zone was like, man, I mean, we had good coverage. I don't know how he got it in there, but he did.
You're facing a quarterback tonight that also very athletic, already offered as a safety to Iowa State, but it's his quarterbacking that's kind of changing just a tiny little bit, where he has lots of weapons. How do you contain a guy like that?
Well, for one, try to keep him in a pocket. Don't give him half of the field to run, and so we've got to make sure that we contain him and keep him inside, and we'll have someone spying on him. We'll play a lot of zone, and we'll have someone that's responsible for the quarterback, because I think he'll drop back and he throws it to the one big tight end, and I don't think if he's there, I just think he takes off. So that's what we just have to do a good job, and then we need to hit him. I mean, we need to hit him, and he hasn't really been hit yet. So I'm hoping that tonight our kids can put some licks on him.
And they are 3-1. There is something to be said about confidence with a young athlete, and that's something they're going to have at that 3-1 record. But a hit can really change the dynamic.
I think so. He just hasn't been lit up yet, so we're hoping that our kids can do that, and not to hurt him, just to say, okay, if you're going to run the football, here's what can happen.
Defensively, what do you see on Roosevelt on tape that's got you scratching the head a little bit?
Well, they blitz every play, so they're in a 3-3, and they have to do that. So we just got to be sound in our steps and our communication, and because they'll come after us every play. They have against everybody. If you watch any of the games, it's 2nd and 14 or 2nd and 16. It's awful. So we got to do a nice job on first downs, and not letting them run through and have a free, because they have two linebackers that can really run. Mm-hmm. So we have to do a nice job up front, defending all the different movement.
You mentioned some keys. Are there any other keys you see tonight?
Well, the kicking game is always a key. I think Max is feeling a lot more comfortable punting. We have to do a nice job in covering our kickoffs. Our punt has been pretty solid, so we want to continue to keep changing field position. But I think it's all three phases, and our kids just coming out and playing hard just like they have the last few weeks.
All right, that's head coach Rick Nelson of the Ankeny Hawks. More on the pregame show right after this. This is CISN.TV.
For all of your and your family's eye care needs, make it Elite Eye Care. Dr. Ethan Heisman, Dr. Heidi Bell, and Dr. Kelsey Sawatsky provide expert eye care close to home. From eye exams to contact lenses, eyeglasses to sunglasses, make Elite Eye Care your local optometrist. Set up your next eye care appointment with Elite Eye Care, 9250 University Avenue in West Des Moines, and online at eyedoctordemoines.com.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Guys, are you looking for an excuse to watch football all weekend long? Then schedule your vasectomy with the Urology Center of Iowa. The Urology Center of Iowa offers nitrous during your vasectomy, cutting-edge technology to help you relax during your procedure. Make the call to 515-400-3550. That's 400-3550 or online at iowauro.com. Vasectomies with the Urology Center of Iowa. And tell them you heard it on KXNO.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Back here on the pregame show, Paul Yeager with head coach Jared Barnett of Des Moines Roosevelt, and coach 3-1. Great start. This is a program that has been building. You inherit some great players, and it's hard to beat who you got at quarterback. Let's start with Jamison.
Yeah, J-Mo, he's a great guy to have. A great guy to have not only on a team from a leadership standpoint, but also the guy that you want leading your offense and your defense. He's a great athlete. He's great physically, but he's also a winner. He hates to lose, and everything that he does, he works his butt off so that he makes sure that he's not losing, and he carries those guys along. He's kind of got that Michael Jordan mentality to him. I'm going to be the best player on the field, but I'm going to bring all my guys with me, so we're the best team on the field. And that's the attitude that J-Mo brings every day. So it's fantastic to have a guy like that leading our program.
Former college quarterback yourself, how do you balance giving him, you just don't have the time to give him all of your knowledge and pull it out and give it to, how do you balance helping him, helping the team, and improving everybody with your experience?
Yeah, I think that whenever we do more watching video and things like that, sometimes we do it as a team, sometimes we do it just as positions, I think our entire offense kind of gets the short end of the stick, because we'll end up getting into a conversation and it'll end up being me and J-Mo for like 5 to 7 minutes just talking about this one play and about the quarterback position. But on that token, it's also really good for those guys to see and understand what I'm looking at, what he's looking at, and kind of what that thought process is there. So we're kind of all on the same page. So, it works out being that it gives that extra, it gives those guys that extra knowledge.
Let's talk about your tight end, George Williams.
Yep.
What type of a threat is he for your team and as a weapon?
Yeah, he's got big play potential because he is kind of your typical tight end size wise, but he also has great hands. He's got really good speed for a tight end. But then on top of that, I mean, he helps us extremely in the run game. We can bring him into the box to be able to run. We can put him out on the edge and be able to block. He's agile enough to be able to go block corners and safeties. And so he really is a true weapon to be able to have on the football field.
Let's go to your offensive line. What do you like about them? Who leads you?
Yeah, our offensive line, and as crazy as it is, our offensive line is led by our center. Sam is a sophomore, actually. And he's definitely the smallest guy on the line. And you know, from time to time, he's going to be the smallest of the 5 to 9 linemen that are on the field at a time, offense and defense. But he's a hard-nosed kid. He plays hard. He knows pad level, and you know, he really gets off the ball on drives. He knows our offense, every bit of it. So he's always in the right spot. But other than Sam, our offensive line is it's very senior heavy besides him. And so we have a lot of experience on our offensive line. So, you know, having an experienced offensive line obviously helps us, you know, when we go from game to game and we have to make corrections or we have to make changes or, hey, you know, this week we're playing a 3 down and the next week we're playing a 4 down, and being able to make sure that we can see and understand the difference. Having having an experienced line to be able to understand that and be able to make those changes, it's extremely beneficial.
Defensively, you like to bring some heat and put the opponent on the back of their heels. It's worked so far. What is the philosophy of the defense?
Yeah, our philosophy on defense is to play hard nose. We want to make sure that offenses, whatever the picture that they see before the snap is not what they see after the snap. And we want to put a little bit of pressure on the quarterback. We want to make sure that the running back doesn't have clear running lanes. We like to move our line. We like to move our backers. In the secondary, we like to do some different things, and it helps having more athletic and agile guys up front in our front 7, because those guys are able to go from gap to gap, or they're able to start outside and blitz inside and things like that.
Defensively, your linebackers, you got guys who look like they cover a lot on the field.
Yeah, for sure. No, we have a couple guys in there and another guy, sophomore kid. Claypool is in the middle, but our 2 outside backers are both guys that are extremely athletic. One's a senior, one's a junior. They love to fly around to the football. They'll come down and hit you, but we can also drop them back in coverage. And so that also brings another dimension to our defense, because on any given play they could be blitzing, or any given play they could be dropping out and covering a slot receiver in the flat.
Henry Claypool is a name that Roosevelt fans or people who've seen Roosevelt. There's a lot in that name, and he seems to get over all over the field. Absolutely, yeah. He's a guy going in that we're not 100% sure what we wanted to do with, but we knew that he had to be on the field. He ended up busting his butt, and he's worked his way into our starting Mike position. He's played great, and then especially in the 3 down, you're kind of concerned about, putting a younger kid like that to go play Mike, just because he's got to go fill gaps in the holes. He's got to be able to eat up blocks. He's got to be able to get off blocks and go make tackles. And you got to kind of be careful with a guy like that, because, if you are beating a sophomore up as a Mike, for 2 or 3 years, once he gets to his senior year, it's hard for that guy to play. But Claypool does a really good job of moving around, getting off of blocks, taking care of business, and then he just knows our defense and helps to make sure that we're aligned and all that good stuff. So he's doing a great job, and we love him. What do you see in Ankeny tonight that's kept you up this week? I would say size-wise, Ankeny, and it's no secret, Ankeny obviously is a really good program, from bottom to top. But just size-wise, speed-wise, you can tell that those guys are in the weight room. Those guys are a little bit more developed. And then, you're going to get a football team that has been in a program for several years. They've had success in what they do, and what they do is, I wouldn't say it's base, but it's very, exactly what they're going to line up in, but they go and they play it really, really well. And that's kind of been our message to our guys is, look, guys, we know how they're going to line up. We know what they're going to run, but we have to go out execute those guys, because they're going to come out and they're going to run what they do, and they're going to do it really well. What do you see as keys tonight for winning the game? The first thing obviously is taking care of the football. We can't have turnovers. The games that they have created turnovers are the games that they've won.
Against Centennial didn't put the ball on the ground. They didn't throw any interceptions or anything like that. And it just so happens to be that was the game so far that they haven't lost. So one of the biggest ones is taking care of the football. And then the second is executing. We didn't feel like we executed well enough last week to be able to win. When you go play against a team like Ankeny, if you don't execute, you're not going to win. There's not a chance at it. Getting out and executing and then just going to play our game. We're a fast athletic team and we have to go play that way on the offensive side, defensive side, and special teams.
All right. Head coach Jared Barnett, Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Riders. Appreciate the time, coach. Have fun tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate you having me.
We're back with the pregame show as we roll on here on CISN.TV.
For all of your and your family's eye care needs, make it Elite Eye Care. Dr. Ethan Heisman, Dr. Heidi Bell, and Dr. Kelsey Sawatsky provide expert eye care close to home. From eye exams to contact lenses, eyeglasses to sunglasses, make Elite Eye Care your local optometrist. Set up your next eye care appointment with Elite Eye Care, 9250 University Avenue in West Des Moines, and online at eyedoctordesmoines.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas at Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Welcome back one final time here to Prep Preview on CISN.TV. I'm Trent Condon as we get ready for tonight's matchups here on the program. We got two games for you. Coming up tonight, we'll be out in Waukee as Johnston comes in, a battle of the purple and gold on each side. The Warriors and the Dragons do battle. Good to hear from both coaches. Thanks to Dar Danielson for that. And starting for Johnston, they come in with a 2-2 record on the year. It's been up, it's been down, it's been inconsistent, and certainly looking for that consistency going forward in this matchup against Waukee. Waukee 0 for the season, Gabe Baker in his first season. We knew it was going to be a difficult task. The change in the high school structure with the two high schools now, a lot of the coaches, a lot of the coaching staff, athletic director Jim Dewey, a lot of movement there. Waukee, they got a big hill to climb here and have an opportunity tonight. Got to get the offense going, certainly. Saw them shut down a couple of times so far this season. Got to find a way to get some points on the board. Always difficult to do, though, against Coach Woodley's squad. Year after year, they're really good on the defensive side of the football. Speaking of Johnston, back and forth that we've seen out of the quarterback spot, getting that healthy, getting that right, and then leading on the running game. Really like the running back group that they have there for Johnston. Think you're going to see a concerted effort early on for them to get that ground game going, get the offensive line, open up some holes, and give them a chance. Our other matchup here tonight on CISN TV will be up in Ankeny. Paul Yeager and his crew will have the call for Ankeny welcoming in Des Moines Roosevelt. Look, it was a disappointment a week ago for the Rough Riders. They came in ranked in the top 10, 3-0 record. Real big expectations out of that group. There's a great crowd on hand at Drake Stadium, but just couldn't get the offense going. I think you're going to see a lot more from this squad, moving the pocket around. They know how difficult that Ankeny defense is. And J.J. Cole, what he's continued to do, the development at the quarterback spot. He's a big kid, 6'6", coming into a new high school. He transferred a year ago from Ankeny Centennial, made the trip south to Ankeny and playing now his first season, at least of football, with the Hawks. You can see he is becoming much more dynamic in the scheme. He is much more aggressive, making those plays down the field. He's got McCullough out there. He's got a host of weapons. They can run the football, but more than anything, that Ankeny defense is playing at such an elite level. Going to be difficult again this week for Roosevelt to get something going. Want to see certainly Jamison Patton get on the edges, make some plays, and probably going to have to make some plays with his feet to give the Rough Riders a chance here in the matchup this evening. Other games going on tonight across the landscape. Out at Waukee Northwest, they'll welcome in Sioux City West. The Wolverines with 2 wins on the year. Bit of a surprise, a program that has really struggled. My wife's alma mater, but she's got a smile on her face as they got a couple of wins on the season. They'll make the long road trip over to Waukee Northwest and take on the Wolves this evening. Des Moines North against Des Moines Lincoln. Lincoln also a team with a couple of victories, and they're thinking about playoffs on the south side. Obviously have to pick up a win here tonight against the Polar Bears to make that happen. Valley's on the road tonight. They make their way to Marshalltown. Marshalltown in a tight one last week. Have played some good football. We'll see if Valley continues to build on what they've done the last few weeks and continue to improve on the defensive side of the football. Also, Ames, they'll be welcoming in Sioux City North, another team looking to hope to find their way into the playoffs. An important matchup there. Last week, I got my first look at Urbandale. They got Des Moines East coming up at Urbandale High School. Sam Anderson's squad. Really, really good defensive matchup there this evening. Dowling Catholic, they'll be at Valley Stadium tonight as they welcome in Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln in a matchup. Also on the east side of the state, I know we're CISN, but got to always give a shout out to the battle for the boot, Iowa City, City High, and that undefeated team as they take on their crosstown rival in Iowa City West. Let's get ready for your matchup here this evening on CISN. Our matchup tonight, the Ankeny Hawks face off against the Rough Riders from Des Moines Roosevelt. Paul Yeager and the crew have the call. Coming up next on CISN.
A pleasant good evening to you from Ankeny Stadium. It is time for high school football class 5A. It's 2 3-1 teams. It's the Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Riders at the Ankeny Hawks in this game that promises to feature 2 top 10 teams. It's just a matter of where they're ranked and how they sort it out as they get ready to play this game. Along with Tim Halber, I'm Paul Yeager. Jeff Brooks will be along with us momentarily. Tim, last week, Ankeny sent a message to the rest of the state that they are on a path trying to defend that state championship. Looked good against Southeast Polk. Now the question is, can they ramp it up again against another 3-1 team?
Yes, they face a much different team tonight. You know, they got a very good athletic quarterback. Patton comes in here, highly recruited as a safety. You know, college is looking at him, he has Division I offers. Thinks he's really more of a Division I quarterback. He's a very good athlete if he gets outside. That could cause problems for that, but can they get ramped up and play that? And also playing against a very high blitzing defense to see how they handle that aggressive defense tonight of Roosevelt.
Roosevelt, their first loss of the season came last week against Urbandale, 30-0. They'd beaten Des Moines East, Waukee, and Ottumwa. The game against Waukee was the first of a Des Moines Metro against a suburb team in years. That has this program feeling good about themselves.
Yeah, this is their first time under this head coach, Barnett. I think every game you play, you get more used to the offense, the terminology, so they're going to be playing better. So I think they're getting used to playing with each other. The offensive line, they got some size, they got some talent, a lot of speed on the defensive side. So it should be a good contest for Ankeny High School.
The rain has cleared. The sun is coming out. It is going to be a beautiful but a little chillier night. High 60s for our high. We'll take a break. We'll continue to preview this contest as it's Ankeny and Roosevelt from Ankeny Stadium in a moment. You're watching high school football on CISN.TV.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
1 banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. 1 banana pudding shake. Order up.
Really like your backyard, man.
There's nothing to the east. I could do this all day.
No, Patrick. East is that way.
Oh, man, that's not good.
With Hy-Vee aisles online, it's easy to order online and pick up everything you or your neighbors might need.
Sorry about your hot dogs.
All right.
It won't happen again.
Okay.
Hy-Vee aisles online, convenient pickup, and we deliver too.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. One banana pudding shake. Order up.
Beautiful fall evening as the last football game of September getting ready to kick off at the top of the hour here on CISN.TV. Tim Halber and I, Paul Yeager, getting you ready for to go. I don't even know how to say my own name. Jeff Brooks is there. We'll check in with him in a moment. And about weather conditions, a little bit of rain moved through earlier today. It is gone. So, Tim, when you are playing on a Friday, you only have a limited opportunity. The weather comes in. The weather isn't a factor. Is there something about playing on a Friday night after big wins or big losses that are challenges for teams to get up? So let's start with Roosevelt. First loss of the season, feeling a little down. How do they motivate themselves this week?
If Roosevelt came in a couple years ago, and if they would have been 0-4, I think there really would have been a danger of a talented team like this to go. Being 3-1, I think the team has, if the same was just because they have Valley next week for Ankeny, you look at the schedule, you look at what's ahead of you, you're still defending state champs. I think the coaches emphasized that this week. We need to keep working and improving from week to week. So that should be their motivation tonight.
If you're Ankeny, you're coming off, you've lost to your rival. You beat one of your other rivals in Southeast Polk, which was number 1 at the time in the state. Polk missing, Xavier Wampa didn't play, but you still had 3 Division I recruits on the field. You're feeling pretty good about themselves. How do you get them motivated?
That's a good question. You're looking at the psyche of the team. There's a lot of good senior leadership here. I thought, they played well down the stretch. They got the turnovers. The defense really stepped up and played. I guess they're a very good, very solid offensive team, and especially with their quarterback play. If they can continue that tonight, they get aggressive, and if they can get the lead on there, they can kind of get this thing kind of going downhill and get the clock running in their favor. If they get behind, now you're going to force them to do something they don't like to do, is pass as much and pass deep.
3 players to watch tonight for Roosevelt. We've already talked about Jamison Patton, the junior quarterback. He is 6'1", 195, already an offer from Iowa State at safety. But as you mentioned in the open, Tim, he's a guy who's like, what guy doesn't want to play quarterback? One of the interesting stories is he is learning from a former Division I quarterback. His head coach, Jared Barnett, at Iowa State. Let's go back to 2011 against Oklahoma State. Who was the quarterback for the Cyclones? Jared Barnett. I said, Coach, what do you do with Patton in the room when you guys just want to talk football. They have to remember there's a whole other team that's interested.
Yeah, he says the team kind of loses interest because they start getting in. They start go back and forth to share a lot of information. What a better way for Patton to learn the quarterback position from a guy who played Division I football and played in some big games, especially the one we'll mention, the Iowa State over Oklahoma State in 2011. But we won't digress to that one. But I think they're on the same communication, and they're seeing a lot more about the field. He's only a junior, and there's a lot of room for improvement. He's got a good athlete. If he gets outside the pocket, has room to run, it could spell a longer night for Ankeny.
That's one thing that Coach Rick Nelson said in the pregame show is we have to contain Jamison Patton, keep him in the pocket. Patton is going to look at one receiver first, and it's a good one. George Williams is tight end, 6'5", 210 pounds, 17 catches, 237 yards, and a touchdown. That's a good target to have.
That size, he's a prototype tight end. That's one of the bigger tight ends we'll see out here. See how Ankeny, if they want to go over under on him, play someone underneath, they shadow him and play the safety over the top. If they want to double him outside, to kind of keep him contained to make the quarterback have to hold the ball a little bit longer, and that pursuit by the defense to corner Patton.
And the running back is Russell Lamar. Lamar, did not play in the first week, but since then he's got 39 carries, 168 yards, 4 touchdowns. 3 pretty good talents right there.
And that's the trifecta for them, the quarterback, the running back, and they got a receiver in that tight end. Those are their go-to. If they can control one of the 3, I think you just take them off balance, and that's what the defense wants to do is get that offense out of kilter, make one-dimensional.
One of the things that you and I haven't seen in person is the emergence of Ryan Crandall on the Ankeny side from defense to offense. He's still playing defense, but now he's been used in big situations both against Dowling and last week against Southeast Polk. Crandall, great athlete. Why not find a place on your field? It's also something else the team has to get ready for.
Right, because it used to be that they would focus on Brady McCullough because he was the receiver and he was getting doubled a lot of pressure put on him. Now it creates 2 receivers out there, makes the defense more honest. It's a different defense how they're going to attack. They play like a 3-cover shell out there with very aggressive, the interior 6. They blitz a lot, so I was going to imagine someone's going to get a one-on-one opportunity.
And also, Colin Kadolf back there has been doing a lot. He had a big run last week against Polk. So this offense is starting to maybe click. We'll find out what kind of ticks they have. One of the things I'm going to flip over my board, my cheat sheet here. Colin Kadolf, 98 carries, 641 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's been a workhorse for this team. He's fast. He's starting to show, Tim, that maybe he can take some contact and find some yards after contact.
Yes, that when he broke, really the run that he had last week for the touchdown really broke the game wide open and kind of solidified it. Broke through several tackles up the middle through that line, so he's stronger than he appears. He runs hard. He runs downhill. He's always getting extra yards when he's leading forward, so he's a tough one to stop. And Cole himself took some running plays last week and improved on gave their offense another dimension.
And that is a big part of this offense that those that follow Ankeny football have been kind of wondering when that was going to happen. They got their answer last week. Cole put his head down a couple of times. Maybe made offensive coordinator Adam Booth just a little bit nervous about what he saw. But the Ankeny Hawks are coming to the field now as we get ready for kickoff. Let's see them running out of the tunnel. The Ankeny Hawks tonight in their home maroon tops and bottoms and white helmets. Roosevelt making their way onto the field. A quick 1-minute timeout. Jeff Brooks will be back for field conditions kickoff next on CISN.TV.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
1 banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. 1 banana pudding shake. Order up.
Really like your backyard, man.
There's nothing to the east, so I can do this all day.
No, Patrick. East is that way.
Oh, man, that's not good.
With Hy-Vee aisles online, it's easy to order online and pick up everything you or your neighbors might need.
Sorry about your hot dogs. All right. It won't happen again.
Okay.
Hy-Vee aisles online, convenient pickup, and we deliver too.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
1 banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. 1 banana pudding shake. Order up.
Good evening and welcome back to Ankeny Stadium. It's time for high school football here on CISN. Let's go down to the third member of our crew, Mr. Jeff Brooks. He's patrolling the sidelines again tonight. 62 degrees. We're headed to about 54 degrees. Jeff, wind out of the north-northwest at 9. Can you confirm?
I can confirm. Still in shorts, though. No, it's a beautiful night. This field has dried off. I was a little concerned maybe there'd be some of the slickness from that rain earlier this afternoon, but it's completely dry. Shouldn't have any problems with footing, no problems with wind. Temp's good, so look forward to a great game. You guys hit all the key points, for Ankeny, man. This can't be a letdown spot for them, and for Roosevelt, what an opportunity for them to shine on a Friday night. So looking forward to it.
Jeff, I'm looking underneath me in the front of the sideline or the stands here. I see a few empty seats, not many. What's the crowd look like from your vantage point?
Yeah, no, it's really good. The Ankeny side's full, and Roosevelt side's still coming in. It's a big stand on that side, but it's great. Hey, another observation I made that it kind of hurts me. There's leaves on the ground down here. There shouldn't be leaves yet. That hurts when you golf. You can't find your ball when there's leaves on the ground.
Well, hit it in the fairway and it won't be a problem, right?
I hear you.
All right, that's my problem too. Jeff Brooks on our sidelines tonight. The Ankeny Hawks will kick off, and they will go from left to right watching. Just letting you know here on CISN.TV on our YouTube channel tonight, several games, including the Johnston and Waukee game, as that is with Dar Danielson and Trent Condon. They have that call. And a new feature tonight, we're going to be partnering with Metro Sports. They will have Sioux City East hosting Ankeny Centennial. So that game also on our YouTube channel tonight. So check us out. Search CISN TV on YouTube. Here it's going to be Ankeny and Roosevelt. Tim, your keys quickly for Ankeny.
Getting off to a fast start and control the blitzing defense. They're going to come at all different angles, and the offensive line has to pick up their keys.
And for Roosevelt?
No turnovers. Take care of the football, and then execute, as the coach said. Make sure they execute their plays.
Max Pelham puts his leg into it, and it goes through the end zone, and it's a touchback. But for some reason, I think that was all just for show. I don't think we actually heard a whistle to start the game. I think Pelham was so excited. Let me get you set. As Pelham, that is one key that Coach Nelson talked about, Tim, and he was like, what do you see as a key? Oh, our kicking game. And, there is something to be said about touchbacks and great punts and maybe some field goal range.
Oh, it was must have been a flag we didn't see that they left early, Roosevelt. So, yes, that's important. Look at what Iowa State has done. They have 2 kicking specialists. They have a kickoff specialist to put the ball in the end zone to reduce the touchbacks to improve the field position for their defense.
Brady Palmer back deep for Roosevelt, as is Davier Jones. And putting his leg into it is Pelham. The ball's teed up at the 45-yard line. We're ready to go on Friday night, and it is game night. High end over end kick. Same as the first. He had a 5-yard start. No doubt where that was going. Let's get you set for Roosevelt. Up front, Jonathan Rojas at left tackle. Mo Darbo, left guard. The center, one of the keys of this offensive line, Sam Norris, just a sophomore. Jerry A. Mondosia at right guard and Andrew Knapp at right tackle. Cole Norris, Danny Diggins, Peter Fondodet, and Russell Lamar at the running back spot. Your tight end is George Williams, and the quarterback is Jamison Patton. The Riders have the football at their own 20-yard lines as they come out. Ready to go. Patton from the gun with Lamar to his side. Surveys the situation, sends a man in motion. Hard snap count gets Ankeny to jump, and we have a penalty already. And that'll be against Ankeny, so the hard snap count from Patton. Davier Jones already getting a chance to play. And it'll be 1st and 5. Still yet to have a second tick off the clock. Now we will. Hand off Lamar to the right side, and he's going to get a couple of yards up close near that first down before he is brought down right in the middle. Braden Simonson makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and short.
Roosevelt has some size at offensive line. They got guards 280, 290. The center, even though, like I said, a sophomore, very strong. The leader of that offensive line at 5'8", 215.
Second and short after the penalty and the 4-yard gain. In motion is Williams. Patton gives it to Lamar. Cut back counter. First down and more. Shoulder laid into by Reed Johnson. Move the chains for Roosevelt. Here's the thing, Tim. You kind of talked about it in the open. Roosevelt years ago may have come into this game 0-4. You're 3-1. There's a swagger to you.
Yes, they're playing with confidence, and that helps. You know, they've beaten some opponents. They know their offense. They got their keys. They're playing a little bit downhill. Their offensive line's getting off the ball, so that makes a huge difference in your record and how you approach the game.
First down and 10 from the Roosevelt 35-yard line. A minute gone by in this contest. Hard snap. The discipline now is there. Lamar gets it, third play of the game, and this time he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage. One of the first guys there for the Ankeny Hawks looked like it was Nolan Dalton in, as well as Braden Simonson again.
I think we'll call a lot of, we've been calling Simonson's name a lot in the last few games. He does have some great keys there. The defensive line's picking up the blocking keys and coming in on the backside.
Second and 12, loss of 2 on the play. Patton looks to throw. Flushed. Here comes some heat. Patton twists. He's got nowhere to go, but somehow cuts it back up and gets just to the line of scrimmage before Will Cornwell came up to cover, but it was Tamden Webb Tate who really was kind of playing on that. He came real hard at him and then broke down in foot fire to not get juked out by Patton.
Looks like they're using a spy format there to always know where Patton is going on a play.
Third and 12. The Riders have got to get to the 45. Patton's going to run out, throw it off his back foot, and it's going to be complete at the sticks to the tight end. George Williams makes the stop, and that's enough for a first down. Move him again.
That's why Patton, semi-rollout, cut inside the defensive end there where it was open the field and then just laid it out there. It's a good play. Moving the sticks. The offense is, putting together a nice drive after starting on their 25.
93 tonight. I had said a different player. It is Cade Benetham tonight. First and 10 for Roosevelt at the 48. Good offensive drive, and both Ankeny and Roosevelt jumped. It'll be up to the stripes, and they're going to indicate it was Ankeny that was off first. So it'll be, again, a second opportunity at first down at 1st and 5. Penalties. Gee, I wonder what Coach Nelson says about those.
You can only imagine what he says about penalties, especially on your first drive.
Yeah, we've heard it. Yeah, we've heard that several times. 1st and 5. Patton rolls out to the near side. Here comes the house. The heat goes out. It's tipped. It's intercepted by Ankeny at the 38-yard line. Picking it off.
Nick Eaton with the rebound.
Nico Eaton, the rugby player. We'll talk about him at halftime. He was in that scrum, and he was going to keep on running. Patton was hit as he threw, and it's the first turnover of the game, and it goes. Let's take a look at this play again. Patton was rolling out, and there was heat the whole time. Guess who was in there? Simonson and also Sean Gavin on the hot blitz, and it's the INT for Eaton. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ankeny Hawks on their offense.
That's where it's best for the quarterback to take the sack instead of trying to dump something off.
Ball on the 39. Kadolf gets the call left side, gets to the outside. He gets doesn't quite get the seal block, cuts it back in, and gets near the 30-yard line. He was waiting on McCullough to throw a block, but great defense out there on the far side. Jaquan Bradley, he was making it not easy for McCullough to engage.
Yeah, he kept his outside pursuit there. Kadolf had running room on the outside, but he got him to the sideline. But still, 8 yards on that carry.
2nd and 3, 9 minutes to go, first quarter. J.J. Cole from the gun, 2 receivers to the near side of the field. One being Brady McCullough, the other Maddox Ward. They're looking that right side. They go, Maddox Ward, he's caught at the 10, 5, touchdown! Ankeny Hawks, touchdown, Maddox Ward, 32 yards and a score.
Ran right up the seam. Took a fake there. It was a good pass there by Cole. Laid it out there. Didn't overthrow him. Didn't underthrow him. Nice catch and throw there for early. In 2 plays, they score a touchdown.
Turnovers can end in points, and they did right there. The INT by Nico Eaton. Maddox Ward, the 32-yard touchdown pass. Max Pelham to attempt the extra point. He hits the end zone, or the end. He hits it right down the middle. 7-0 Ankeny. Back in a moment.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. One banana pudding shake. Order up.
Ankeny 7-0 after an interception. And then it ended like this with J.J. Cole. They sent 2 receivers to that right side, and everybody's watching McCullough. And Maddox Ward just ran right past his guy, hits him in stride, and nothing but the end zone. Maddox Ward. Pelham to kick it off. Gets the boot into it, and it's going to be returned at the 3. Up the right side, still on his feet and moving, Elijah Dotson. Let's go down to our sideline. Jeff Brooks is there. Jeff, it looked easy from up here, was it?
Yeah, well, so first off, the first series for Roosevelt, I was really impressed with how they were moving the ball. Unfortunate mistake to turn that over. That being said, let's see what they do here. Yeah, Ankeny really, their running play set up their passing play, and I think that might be the way all night, that they'll just bounce back and forth on that. It's tough to contain everything they got there. So Roosevelt will do a good job, though.
Roosevelt goes to work after the return up to the 23. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Riders, 8:42 to go first quarter. 7-0 Ankeny after the 32-yard touchdown pass. Man in motion. Lamar's going to get the call. He escapes one tackle, and then he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage and then keep the feet moving up over the 25-yard line.
Diego Jackson nearly had him in the backfield there, getting off his block quickly. That's the key for those 3-man fronts is they chew up blocks, but also getting off your blocks quickly to get into pursuit.
Roosevelt looks to the side for the play. Sends one receiver to the near side. There's a slot and 2 to the right. In motion goes Jones. In front of Patton, the double clap. Patton sets his feet. First guy not there. Looks, throws towards the sideline. Low, not really much of a chance for Jones. Davier just not able to get it. So Patton, one of the things about his quarterbacking, Tim, that we talked about is that he's got the offer at safety. But that quarterbacking, it's finding different reads. If you're going to play quarterback at that next level, you've got to be able to look off 1, 2, maybe to your third receiver.
It's just feeling natural at playing quarterback, getting the ball out there, getting into tighter windows and leading the offense. So just getting your running and passing down in combination.
3rd and 7 from the 26. Patton to throw the football. Clock ticking. Gavin gives chase. Patton's going to tuck and get hit. Simonson wrapped him up low. And I think that was Tamden Webb Tate came in high.
Gavin there putting a rush on, get him, flush him out of the pocket. He got to the outside, but then Nico Eaton came up there with the contain, not letting him get very far downfield. So they've got their defense figured out how they're going to keep him contained, not letting him get off on these runs.
Norris in to kick. McCullough and Cornwell back deep. They stand at their own 40. Roosevelt needs one more guy to report, and that's the long snapper. I think Dotson had to go get his gloves. High snap. This has big play potential, but Norris gets it away, bounces at the Roosevelt 40, so well short of where the return man, and it'll again be a very short field for the Ankeny Hawks. They're going to get it actually worse field position than before, the 48 of Roosevelt, so about 8 yards difference.
Yeah, there was no rush or block on that play, so they still had time to get the kickoff. But you want to bring that snap down. So a good 3 and up in the defense. They sat down, they've talked, they have their keys, keeping Patton in check. They've given him, hold him on that first down and not giving, no penalties on there. So let the defense do their job.
Cole hands off to Kadolf. He's at the 45, stiff arms one man, gets through another, drops, lowers his shoulder. Patton comes up to deliver a hit, but not before Kadolf gets a first down up to the 36-yard line.
Norris had him in his sights coming up there to make the tackle, realizing just how difficult it is to bring down Colin Kadolf. Many safeties have had that problem this year, trying to bring him down in an open field tackle.
Waukee leads Johnston 10-0 early on in that game at Waukee. So Waukee going for a win tonight. Here it's 7-0. Cole looks to his left, throws off his back foot, throws it out of bounds, headed towards Maddox Ward. Ward only had 3 catches coming into the game, for 42 yards. He now has 4 for about 85, almost doubled his season output.
Would that be a big play receiver?
Possession receiver.
Possession receiver with those yards.
Simonson out. Actually, no, that's not Simonson. That is Will Heinrichs. But you were talking about where is he? Ryan Crandall. He's lined up to the near side next to Ward. They go trying for Carson Booth, the tight end. Carson forgot to catch it before he turned and ran. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, he had his head turned upfield there. He was open. That's where he brought Crandall, went downfield, pulling the corner with him. That created that opening for the tight end there on the short flat, so it brings up a 3rd and longer. So see if they dial up the blitz here for Roosevelt. Last time we saw Claypool there on the blitz, putting some pressure on Cole.
Cole's got Kadolf to his left. 2 receivers there as well. Cole looks to throw to the left. Lots of time across the middle. Caught by Maddox Ward at the 20. Down inside to the 18. Patton comes in to make that stop, as is. I think that was Skylar James also in there. But on 3rd and 10, the Hawks convert.
Claypool, the middle linebacker, blitzed down there. Very smart read by Cole, because that's going to leave the open behind that linebacker where he vacated. That's where Maddox Ward came in there, and he was wide open.
6:03, clock moving after the first down. Handoff Kadolf, cut left, now to the right. And he'll push his way forward inside the 15. And the last one off the pile is the man in the middle, McGuire Dillon, the nose guard, 6'2", 210. It's Murphy, Dillon, and Garcia up front for Roosevelt. Jones at that strong safety, kind of rover position. Bradley, Claypool, and James. And then it's Armstrong, Norris, Patton, and Hunter Norris. So Cole and Hunter both playing for Roosevelt. 2nd and 6 from the 14. 2 receivers to the left and right. Quick throw, caught by Ryan Crandall on the slant, makes his way in. He keeps his feet on moving, and then he has a pop delivered, but not before he gets a first down, 1st and goal.
Nice job, lined out wide right there, took it in. Short pass. There was a quick pass from Cole out there in the flat. So he takes it up inside, turning into the traffic, getting some yards, getting the first down.
Crandall the catch. And now to be 1st and goal from the 3. Handoff Kadolf up the middle, drives his feet, takes Murphy into the end zone. Touchdown!
Good job by the interior offensive line there. Espino, Mayer gets some good blocks in there. Kadolf fouled him in the line, and that's a lot. Murphy got his hands on there, where that's a load for Kadolf to stop him from the end zone.
So far, it's Roosevelt's done a good job of stopping the run. There haven't been huge plays yet. It's been the pass. It's been a little harder. But when you only have to go 3 yards, it's a little easier. Pelham, the extra point attempt is good. 14-0 Ankeny at 4:53 to play in the first quarter.
Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text value to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicle's instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado 1500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Ankeny lines up to kick off again after the Colin Kadolf. Boy, Carson Booth, give him credit there on sealing his man to allow just enough time for Kadolf to get away. High end-over-end kick is going to go at the goal line, and bringing it out is Jones. He escapes one, and then he is going to be wrestled down well short of the 20. They're going to give him forward progress, though, up to the 19. Standing down on our sideline is Jeff Brooks, and he has another update. Jeff?
Hey, yeah, another one of those drives for Ankeny. Run sets up the pass, pass sets up the run. So hopefully that's not a continued story for Roosevelt. Patton was awesome there at the safety position. He came up in support more times than not, and well, he's really good back there. It's fun to watch. So they need to answer here, though. See what they got.
Patton comes out, 1st and 10 from the 19. Claps the hands for the hard snap count. Jones in motion, high snap, throw across the middle, pop pass caught by the tight end and then driven backwards. And that was
Williams on the catch there.
Williams, and then the tackle made by Owen Summers.
Great catch by Williams. It was behind him and low, and he caught it on his fingertips, turned around, and turned it into a first down. That could have easily been an incomplete pass. So one of the quarterback's best friends is the tight end with hands.
It's worked for the Iowa Hawkeyes and maybe the New England Patriots and Tom Brady. Option to Lamar, right side, and then coming up behind Tamden, Webb Tate. Makes the ankle tackle to about the line of scrimmage, and then falling forward for another couple.
Simonson almost got his hands on that as he came through. The pitch came out there right at the last minute. But good containment by Webb Tate.
Lamar goes to the right side of Patton. The tight end goes in motion. Patton on the option. Keeps it and might regret that position. Nick Eaton, the stop.
It's always difficult to run the option into the short side of the field there. There's just not much room to operate. Your defense gets clustered in there.
3:32 to go, first quarter. Ankeny 14, Roosevelt 0. As right there on that, almost looks like he's on that nose position, is going to be Eaton next to Simonson. They've got Gavin, just two down linemen on this play. Gavin drops back, or Crandall drops back in coverage. Here comes Patton rolling to the near side. Throws low. He was going for Davier Jones, and that would have been about 4 yards short, maybe only 3 yards short of the first down. And that was like the first poor throw that Patton's had tonight.
Yeah, rolling to his left, that's always a difficult throw. Looks like they put in two down defensive linemen, but they got the linebackers on the outside. They're really rushing four on that on their 3rd and long to make sure they put pressure on Patton to get rid of a quick release, not let his receivers get downfield.
Norris again to punt, has his feet at the 15, calls for it. High arching snap, gets it away. Floats up and goes out of bounds, still on the Roosevelt side of the field. And it'll be Ankeny going to work here at 2:58. Last check, it was Johnston trailing Waukee 17-0.
Waukee is still looking for their first win, if I'm correct.
That is. Waukee has lost to, they've lost here twice, once to Ankeny, once to Roosevelt. Or Centennial, they lost to Roosevelt 19-3 and then lost to Valley last week 35-6. Looking to get things going tonight.
You got a good coach over there. I think he's going to get them straightened out. It's just going to take a while to build a new program, new offensive, defensive terminology. So they're one to look out for in a couple of years.
Checking a couple of other games. We'll have updates as they become available. Cole steps under the pressure, throws, caught right at the 25-yard line. Brady McCullough. That looked a lot like Travis Kelsey. McCullough still on his feet inside the 20. Tim, that's one of those plays, and I don't know if we'll get to see it fully on this replay, but all McCullough did is go down and just sit in the middle of all those defenders and wait for the football.
What happens when they blitz, they play that either a high single safety, but it creates that opening right in the middle of the field. And Cole, when he took off running, stopped short of the line of scrimmage, knew his receiver, kept his eyes downfield and completed a pass. So that's a great quarterback play, receiver, quarterback on the same page.
And there we get a look at that continued forward momentum that McCullough had. He's a big guy trying to bring him down. Play action. Cole has some heat, gets rid of it while he's thrown, and it's going to be pass interference. Pass was intended for Will Hinrichs. He was at the 5, and he had a defender all over him. And a defender that I don't have on my sheet. Yeah, I don't have a 10. Anyway, it'll be pass interference. Oh, actually, there's two penalties. Ineligible receiver receiver downfield against Ankeny wipes out the pass interference. So, all that for, let's do it again, first and 10.
Usually a lineman's going downfield, he's got his assigned block, and then if the linebacker backs off, he's still going after him. He ends up, losing containment and going downfield.
Cole with the football on first down. Looks left, throws. Caught by Kadolf out in space. He's hit. Still dragging Norris with him. Gets down to about the 15. One of those plays where we've seen it a couple of times trying to get Kadolf. Coach Nelson talks about the hands that Kadolf has, and they're trying to utilize him there. Crandall comes out. He was, again, rotating in on these plays.
There should be some colleges looking at him because he's got great running ability. He's quick, very good running back, and also has great hands, which is everything you want to have in a running back.
Kadolf cut back, and Murphy makes the tackle.
Should be at the 6.
And that is enough for a first down. It'll be first and goal with 90 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Ankeny up 14-0. As Booth was lined up in the backfield next to Kadolf and kind of a lead blocker on that play.
Heavy on the left side.
Play action two that way. Cole rolls out to the right. Looks like he's going to throw it into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, Brady McCullough. 7-yard strike for the Hawks.
McCullough took a look outside, cut inside. Good look there by Cole. Tonight it seems like Cole has his eyes downfield a lot better. He's a little more comfortable back there, more in touch with the receivers as the season goes on, which can be spells well for the Ankeny Hawks.
20-0 pending the extra point by Pelham. Out of the hold by Austin Bailey. That kick is up and good. 21-0 Ankeny, 1:03 to play.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
1 banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those Nilla wafers?
Almost ready.
1 banana pudding shake. Order up.
Really like your backyard, man.
There's nothing to the east, so I can do this all day.
No, Patrick. East is that way.
Oh, man, that's not good.
With Hy-Vee aisles online, it's easy to order online and pick up everything you or your neighbors might need.
Sorry about your hot dogs. All right. It won't happen again.
Okay. Hy-Vee aisles online, convenient pickup, and we deliver too.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
One banana pudding shake. Order up.
Ankeny lines up to kick it off again, and this is why it was a play action to Kadolf. Cole running to his right. He actually could have probably ran it in too, but he decides to throw it at McCullough. Brady McCullough with his 4th touchdown of the season. High kick by Pelham's going to bounce at the 5, go in and just sneak around the backside of the pylon, and Jeff Brooks makes the recovery. Or did you pick it up, Jeff? How would you call that, a return?
Well, it came at my foot and I kicked it, and then I picked it up and threw it to the ref. Easy play. Hey, JJ looks really comfortable back there in the pocket tonight for some reason. I don't know if the line's protecting him better, just a better scheme, getting comfortable. He really does. McCullough deserved that touchdown reception, though. That reception he had back around the 25 or 30, man, he was a beast. Roosevelt needs to answer here. This could get ugly here before half.
Roosevelt goes to work again. Again, field position, not the greatest, but it's a catch right away. Up towards the 21, and taking that catch is Danny Diggins, and then he meets Webb Tate.
Most of the secondary.
Nessa, and yeah.
We'll give the secondary, put him in the tackle box tonight. But it's good pursuit by the defense, good identity, who's got the ball carried. Rushing, getting to the ball, not sitting back on their heels.
Handoff to Lamar right side, tries to get to the outside. He's got a couple of blocks sealing him there. He's going to be close to the first down. He needed to get to the 30, and I think he might have just done that.
I think the left foot went down, which means first down. Yep.
They're moving the chains.
Old John Madden for the older audience out there. He said left foot, right foot. Depends which run the ref puts down. The right foot, it's a little bit short. Puts on the left foot, it's going to be a first down.
Roosevelt, 47 yards of offense here in this first quarter. Ankeny 130, so it's been much more of an Ankeny offensive performance so far, but they've worked with short fields. If they hadn't, the total would be higher. Patton calls for it. Play action. Here comes some heat. Steps in front. Now he's going to run, tuck it, and get up back to the line of scrimmage. Sean Gavin there as well as Webb Tate.
A little different offense for Roosevelt. They don't have that 5 yards and penalty on that first down or pick up many yards. Now you get into the second and long. You really have 2 downs to go 10 yards. It has been difficult for them here in the first quarter.
And the first quarter comes to a close, and it's Ankeny 21, Roosevelt 0. This is high school football on CSN TV.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
One banana pudding shake. Order up.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Shop WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 375 pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models. Inventory changes daily. WaukeeChevy.com.
Handoff right away to Lamar, and then he's hit right about the line of scrimmage. Coming up, screaming up, is Ryan Crandall. Crandall all over the field. You know, he played wide receiver against Dowling and found out what was that like, and it was it's pretty winded after that. You know, there's a lot of snaps. It's a lot different to give your all on defense and then have to go give your all on offense.
Especially from the safety position.
Tim Halber, Jeff Brooks, Paul Yeager, Jeff Martin's here with you inside in the CISN crew tonight. 11:27, second quarter, snap of the ball, but before it is official, there's a whistle. Ankeny is going to be whistled for being offsides.
Left a little bit early. It appears the defensive scheme for Ankeny tonight is that they're going to have somebody shadowing, you know, either Russell Lamar or Patton, that they aren't getting loose. If they get past the line of scrimmage, there's a good block in there. There's a safety or corner or linebacker coming up and making the tackle there for little or no gain.
Patton sends Lamar to the left and then says, no, just stay right here. 3rd and 5. Patton's going to keep it. If he can get to the edge, he's got the first down. It's going to be so close, and I think he might just be about a yard short. Couldn't quite penetrate the 40. Ball down at the 39, so it'll be 4th and 1. You Roosevelt, you go for it?
You know, I think you do. You're playing the big guys here. You know, if you're good, the offensive line's got some size. I would go for it here. You know, or try the hard count. See if you can get. You know, Ankeny just jumped off sides before. See if you can get them to jump off side and give you a free first down.
Roosevelt will go for it at their own 39-yard line. They need to get past the 40. Patton sends Lamar to the left. And before, I don't know if they got the timeout called before. Yep. They did. Roosevelt calls timeout. Play clock was at 0. We'll step aside.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
1 banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
1 banana pudding shake. Order up.
Really like your backyard, man.
There's nothing to the east, so I can do this all day.
No, Patrick. East is that way.
Oh, man, that's not good.
With Hy-Vee aisles online, it's easy to order online and pick up everything you or your neighbors might need.
Sorry about your hot dogs. All right. It won't happen again.
Okay.
Hy-Vee aisles online, convenient pickup, and we deliver too.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
1 banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
1 banana pudding shake. Order up.
You see the tail end of the play. Patton rolled out to his left side and was not able to get to the first down, so it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Ankeny offense will start. Hard to believe this is their best field position. They have been on the Roosevelt side of the field. We haven't played any of the game on the other side of the field. Right. It has all been on the 50 or closer on the Roosevelt side.
Want to start wearing down the turf on this side, but good pursuit by the defense there. Actually, it was a 2-yard loss in the play. They came out, stretched it out there. No place for Patton to go to turn the corner to try to get the first down.
3 receivers to the left. Low snap. Cole looks to the right, throws to Kadolf out of the backfield. Caught. Makes a move to the 30, makes a guy miss, gets the first down. Stiff arms another one out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a first down. However, it is a holding penalty on Ankeny. So we will move the football backwards for Ankeny and wipe that play off the board.
Good rush there by Roosevelt defense. Brought another blitz in there. And you get your feet off a little bit. You don't have your shoulders square. You end up reaching out with your hands, getting a little bit of jersey there, and they'll call that.
At last check, as they go to the second quarter, Centennial leads Sioux City East 3-0. Waukee still leads Johnston 17-0. Iowa City High and West just kicked off. Linn-Mar leads Jeff 22-0. That will probably be a short night for Linn-Mar, as Jefferson has really struggled this season. They even had to forfeit last week. Play goes all the way back. We're on the other side of the field for the first time. Cole snap pass throw caught by McCullough. Almost got a first down. He is close inside the 28-yard line. We have another penalty, though. Back at the line of scrimmage. Unsportsmanlike against Roosevelt.
Not sure if that was maybe a hands to the face.
Or a sideline warning. All right, sideline warning. Thank you, Jeff.
Okay.
And but that was a great, quick dart right across the middle.
And Norris had great coverage on McCullough. Actually, he was right there in his hip pocket, just that McCullough went for the ball and made a great catch, getting him closer to a first down.
End of first quarter stats, Ankeny 123 passing, 30 rushing for a total of 153. Roosevelt 33 passing, 16 rushing, total of 49. Cole looks to the left, steps back under the pressure, throws it downfield. He's got a man caught inside the 10-yard line at the 5. Who's his target? You can guess it, number 5, Brady McCullough. Now McCullough and Cole are starting to get on the same page, Tim.
Yes, they are. I think that it's good to bring other receivers out there. We had, Maddox Ward in there, Hendricks, and receiving end with Kadolf out there, spreading the defense a little bit wider. He's getting single coverage. He's going to win a lot of those battles.
Jacob Morgan out there as well. He lines up to the near side with the new threat, Ryan Crandall. Now Booth goes to the left side of the formation. They go to Colin Kadolf up the middle, and he's going to bulldog his way into the end zone for his second touchdown of the night. It's another Ankeny Hawks score.
Great drive blocking by the offensive line. They just took over there. Got a little bit lower, got that pad level down, drive the defensive line back, and then good touchdown there by Kadolf.
27 Ankeny, 0 Roosevelt, 9:55, second quarter. Pelham again to attempt the extra point. Mayer the long snap. The kick is up and good. 28-0, 9:55 to play.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
One banana pudding shake. Order up.
The Ankeny offense rolling. Here is how Colin Kadolf punctuated the last drive. He'll get the handoff, go up the middle, and score his second touchdown of the game. Colin Kadolf, 6 carries, 35 yards. Ward has a score. McCullough has a score. It is 28-0, 9:55 to play here in the second quarter. Paul Yeager, Tim Halber, Jeff Brooks, and the CISN crew on this Friday night. Glad to have you with us here as we settle in. Max Pelham gets his leg into it. High kick again. It's going to be taken at the goal line by Roosevelt up to the 10. Now wrapped up and dropped is Terrence Hill. And the man who stopped him was Brock Adamson. It'll be 1st and 10 again for Roosevelt. They are looking uphill, Jeff Brooks. It has been a tough sled, but the Ankeny offense making it look easy. What else you got, Jeff?
Yeah, no. So, first off, isn't that Kadolf's third touchdown? Didn't he have the 32-yard reception for a touchdown?
That was Ward. That was Maddox Ward.
Okay, my bad.
Yep,
I wrote that down wrong. So, anyway, he's having a heck of a game. Kadolf is just whatever he wants to do with that offense, he's having it. So, Roosevelt really, really, really needs to flip this field position and then score a touchdown here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It has to happen.
Waukee leads Johnston 24-0, and Centennial now leads east of Sioux City 10-0. That game now up on the other feed here at CISN. Patton takes the ball. He had the quarterback option, and man, he got lit up at the 15. Pick a hawk, Gavin. And also, that was Diego Jackson. So Roosevelt's been running that option just a little bit more. The latter half of that first quarter.
Yeah, it's they're closing in. I think the defense has it on there. The passing game isn't working. If I was Roosevelt, I'd try to get the tight end in there, get those linebackers loosened up, get them off the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, there's no alley. They're doing a lot of great protection on their lanes.
2nd and 15 from the 11. Patton, quick pass, throw out to, you guessed it. Well, no, that was Danny Diggins, and just too low of a pass. Diggins had to go to his knee to get it. So that is where the ball will be down. 1 yard loss, but that could have been a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the discipline. You talked about, will Ankeny play as sharp as they did last week? But the defense has very good discipline. They know their lanes, know their assignments. They're keeping this offense in check. After that first drive that Roosevelt had, they've had very little offensive production here since the beginning of the first quarter.
3rd and 17. Ball on the 9 of Roosevelt. They got a long way to go to get the first down. Patton, long snap count, rolls out to his near side. He's getting some heat from Webb Tate. Patton's going to tuck it under, escape one defender. He sent Penningroth just away with a sidearm. Patton puts his head down, gets up to about the 15, well short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and about 11 yards to go.
Donnie Brown straight in there, good pursuit, getting the tackle. That's about as open as I've seen Patton running the football there, picking up some yards, but great pursuit. Cutting him down before he could get out in the open field and make any moves.
Cole, go ahead, Tim.
I say the punt snap's been a little high. It's getting there a little slow, so I don't know if the punt block might be on.
Cole Norris stands at his own goal line. High snap, floats back to him, gets it away. Low line kick, bounces at the 45 and in front of Will Cornwell. And Will just says, nope, not this one. And the Hawks will take possession on their side of the field, the 49, so their worst field position to start a drive this game. That's just the way it's gone tonight.
Yep.
28-0 Ankeny in the lead, 182 yards offense, all passing, 147-35, but it's 2 rushing touchdowns for Colin Cadolf. Cole goes to work, looks to the left side. Here comes Heat, gets it away to Cadolf, caught. Cadolf makes a nice move, gets a block from McCullough. Here he gets skidded all the way down. He never touched. Now they're going to say he was down at the 32, but it sure looked like the Roosevelt player took him for a ride, and a knee never touched, and there's a few fans can hear the cascade of boos coming out.
So did Colin. He goes, oh, I wasn't touched. I just rolled on him. And
we have a timeout. Timeout, Roosevelt.
There's a replay there. He took him down there.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he did. That was Skylar James who comes screaming through. Huh.
Well, there's no Booth replay. We can show him to him, but there's...
Adam Booth would like to see a replay of that one again. We'll keep it here since I talked through the majority of the timeout, because, that's the way I roll. Let's give you an update. Waukee leads Johnston 24-0, but it's that Centennial East game that's now also on CISN tonight. Thanks for the patience getting to it, and it is right now. Centennial leads East with 5 minutes to go before half. I think there was a few thoughts Centennial was just going to roll right up there, but Sioux City East has had a pretty good season. Sioux City East, I believe, is, if they're not 3-1, they're 4-0. I was not under the. I should have known that's. That was going to be on the quiz. Yeah, Sioux City East is 3-1. They lost to Sergeant Bluff Luton last week, 35-7. They beat Heelan, North, Sioux City North, and Lamar's. Handoff, Cadolf gets through the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, gets into the secondary before he gets down to the 20, 19-yard line, enough to move the chains. That's a gain of 11 and another Hawk first down.
Yeah, the passing game clicking, when you run the wide 2 receivers out here to the left, it pulls the defense and the linebackers over, so it opens up more holes there for the offensive line.
First and 10 from the 19. Clock at 6:50. 28-0. Hawks. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Look for him to go to the right. Cole looks there, goes, and it's caught by McCullough, who did just another one of those tight end turnarounds.
Yep, little hook on the inside to sat down there and deliver the ball. And that requires a quarterback to get the ball, release it quickly, know where the receiver's going to be at that time, because the defensive back is right there. But a good quarterback-receiver combo there. The timing, like you mentioned earlier, the timing seems to be getting a lot better. A little crisper passing game at this point.
Cole looks to the left side. He goes to the end zone. McCullough at the flag. Caught it. Touchdown! Brady McCullough, another score in the corner. Brady McCullough, 13-yard score, and we have a penalty flag coming out now.
Little extra dance in the end zone there. It's hard when you're excited when you score a touchdown like that, because a great route, great pass. The officials are going to call that.
Unsportsmanlike on Ankeny. I had thoughts of Key and Peele for a moment when the celebration of you got to do one more extra thing and the flag comes out. But yeah, taunting, that's the big topic in the NFL. I'm not saying that was taunting.
No, it's a little more much celebration than this official cared to see. So they'll throw that flag every time.
Pelham adds the extra point, 35-0 with 6:02 to play. Continuous clock when we come back.
Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text VALUE to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicles instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado 1500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Ankeny making it look easy tonight when they do plays like this. McCullough was running that route towards the flag in that back pylon, and he catches it. McCullough's second touchdown catch of the night. He now on the season is up to 5 touchdowns. And the Cole to McCullough connection that was talked about early on in the season being very hard to defend, tonight we're seeing how very hard it is to defend.
Kickoff from the 25 after the penalty of the last touchdown.
Somehow a football came out of the stands. No clue where that came from. And that will... That's one way to end your night early. I don't remember a ball going out of bounds that needed to be thrown back in.
Nope, and they're looking in the stands to see if some fan have inadvertently thrown it to a friend and missed him by a lot and ended up on the field.
You know how it is in small towns where they play football in the end zone, behind the goalpost. That wasn't that case.
No.
All right, Pelham to line it up at the 25. Let's see how far he can get it this time. It's going to be taken by Jones at the 20. 25-30. One hit miss, then another one not, and then coming through, Ben Sandvig on coverage. He had overrun it the first time. And also there is Reed Johnson. Jeff Brooks, you didn't throw that football onto the field, did you?
No, but I watched it the whole way come down from the stands, and yeah, they must have been playing catch up there or something. So problem solved. They kept it on the bench.
Okay.
So Roosevelt has a good opportunity here, really. That 35-yard line starting off, just mount a good drive here to end the half. You know, if they can eat this clock up and go in with a positive note.
Keep Ankeny off the field with a couple of first downs, and yeah, that is what they need to do. You know, Tim, you've talked about the passing situation. Let's see what Patton does here on first down. Points out some heat that might be coming. They go Lamar, and Lamar is met by Diego Jackson. Diego just flat out beat his lineman, and Andrew Knapp, I think, just like, yeah, that's my bad.
Yep. I think what surprises many teams is how quick the 3 down linemen are. 2 down linemen or 3. They basically play 2 down linemen with outside linebackers, but knowing they're going to get pass, they're going to lighten up the rush. But they are quick and they get off their blocks quickly, which makes it very difficult on a quarterback.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13 from the 32. Coming up at halftime, we're going to be talking with Dennis Oliver. He is the rugby coach for both Ankeny and Centennial. We'll find out about rugby. The give to James on the left side. Davier can't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. Crandall was there. Nate Nessa. And also giving chase, a guy I haven't seen on the line as much, was Carson Mackey in pursuit.
Rugby, a growing sport here in Iowa. It gets a lot more participation out there. I'm curious to know if Iowa's going to playing sevens or if they're playing a full 15 members on a team. I'd be curious to hear what Coach has to say.
And then we will finish that interview, and then we are going to be able to show you the end of the band performance. Won't be able to show it to you all, but we'll dip into the band a little bit and continue our halftime. Lamar gets the handoff, and then Brady Simonson again beats his man right off the line.
Would make most rodeo riders, jealous the way he bulldogged down, Lamar there. But good tackle there. Very few, but 3 plays, 0 yards.
Norris on to punt again. As Cornwell and Simonson back at their own 45. Snap gets back to Norris. He gets rid of it. High kick taken by McCullough at midfield. Spins around, and then he is wrangled by George Williams, the tight end, on coverage. And Ankeny will take over at the Roosevelt 47-yard line with 2:37 clock moving here before half.
Yankees been going to the air on first down to see if they keep up that pattern.
Catch is made near side McCullough. And the 2 tacklers were Hunter Norris and Skylar James.
Going with the 4 wides, they end up moving the safeties up from the defense.
Cole again, quick strike McCullough to the 30, and the ball comes out at the end, but I think it was already down. As Hunter Norris again, 5.5 tackles on the season coming in, makes that tackle.
Good time for 2-minute drill tempo here before the end of the half.
Cole looks down the middle of the field, throws it towards the end zone. He's got McCullough. McCullough's got some space, catches it over his shoulder. It's another touchdown! Brady McCullough! How about that?
Create a little separation there about the 5-yard line, 10-5-yard line got there. Perfect throw, dropping it in there in the bucket. Over there, only McCullough could get it, catches it for the touchdown.
That really was a drop in the bucket there.
Yep.
That totally was. We'll see that replay coming out of the timeout after this extra point attempt. The snap from Mayer, the put down, and the kick is good. Max Pelham, 42-0, 1:21 to go. Back in a moment.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
One banana pudding shake. Order up.
Pelham lines up. We got to see one of the best throws that J.J. Cole has made. He steps back, throws, sets his feet, and it is perfectly, as Tim Halber would say, dropped in the bucket to Brady McCullough. Is that on your bingo sheet?
Nope, I got some other ones I've been reading about, but that's a commonly used one. But yes, glad to throw them out there.
Kick is taken at the 1 by Jones. He's at the 10, trying to get something forward, and then he is just gang tackled on the coverage there. That was Lineman C.J. Akula.
Credit to Davier Jones to try to make something happen, taking it up there, going into the outside. But once again, I said the good discipline by the kickoff team, keeping your lane, setting it down, and don't over pursue where the running back is. And there's really no place for the returner to go. So good discipline, from the coaches. Here's your role, keep it. Don't do anything out of the ordinary.
Connor Kaiser also in on that tackle. Got to make sure I get Connor. We're going to probably see Connor before the night is through at quarterback. Patton goes to work, fakes it to Lamar, and then takes it and then goes backwards. He stood up right as soon as he hits the line of scrimmage by Nick Eaton. Webb Tate there. Jackson Penningroth. Braden Simonson. Said those guys' name a lot. That is all the numbers that Roosevelt sees, and that is all Roosevelt is going to need. They're going to turn around and head to the locker room down 42-0. It's been all Ankeny in this half. 2 touchdowns for Colin Cadolf, 3 touchdowns for Brady McCullough, 9 catches, 145 yards receiving. It has been a impressive first half for Cole. And let's go down. Jeff Brooks is on our sideline. Jeff?
Hey, I'm here with Coach Nelson. Coach, offense, defense, it seemed like a complete package out there. What are your thoughts for the first half?
Well, the way we warmed up, I'm actually shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, are we ready to play? Because I know they have some nice players. We probably should move this way. So I'm really pleased. I think the kids are playing really well on defense. They have a lot of confidence on defense. And offensively, I've seen JJ do some things that I haven't seen him do. He stepped up, made 3 throws. That's how we need him to play down the stretch. And Cadolf's running great. I think all of our receivers almost have caught a ball. And the line's doing really well. We got a new guard playing in there. It's practiced 2 days. So I'm super proud of him because they do a lot of the 3-3 odd where they send different guys. So I just couldn't be prouder. Our kicking game's done really well. So we've had a couple dumb penalties that we need to just quit. But overall, I'm super pleased with how the coaches prepared them and how the kids are playing.
Fantastic, Coach. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Head coach Rick Nelson with Jeff Brooks. We're going to take a moment, and we'll talk rugby, and then at the end of that, we'll show you the band. Back after this, Ankeny all in control, 42-0. This is CISM.
Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready.
One banana pudding shake. Order up.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Our team at D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
Back here at halftime, it is Dennis Oliver, the head coach of the combined rugby programs here of the two schools, and we're going to talk rugby. Coach, I don't think we've ever discussed rugby before. Give me a little bit of a sense of how this all works. I mean, you got to start a program, and then you've got two at two schools or combined. How's that all work?
Yeah, definitely. So we started the program in 2012. We were still one high school. So that worked pretty well. And at that time, we were still very much on the fringes of activities and clubs. So we just practiced at DMAC in the field. We just kind of say, hey, let's meet there and we'll get things going. And I was blessed to get a plethora, about 20 kids that were amazing athletes, all-star football players, or all-state football players, all-state track. And they did both. So we started off that season. First year was kind of rough, first couple games, and then we picked up. And once they learned the game, that speed and athleticism really showed. And we made it to the state championship in our first year. Unfortunately, lost to Southeast Polk in overtime, but they went on to win 8 straight state championships. So I think their program kind of spoke for itself. But we met each other quite a bit at state and throughout the years. But yeah, so we did that. And I think in 2016, we split into 2 teams because I had enough kids to do that. It was kind of a nice thing to be able to have that many kids to where you can fill 2 rosters and still give kids enough varsity playing time. We still had the same practice together, same coaching staff, everything. And so it became interesting when we would play each other. It was kind of like a rock, paper, scissors. Hey, you go coach them or you coach them. And I always said it would be an amazing thing if we met each other in the state championship. And we got close one year. We met each other in the semifinals. So us as coaches were like, this is great because either way, we're going to bring home a trophy. Somebody's going to come home either a runner-up or a state champion. And so back in 2020, when COVID hit, we weren't able to play. And then last year, we just didn't have enough numbers for 2 rosters. So we combined again, and it was pretty well. So I greatly enjoy it. I have great relationships with kids from both schools. I live on the north side, but I also work on the south side in the weight room. And it's a fantastic opportunity.
So then, any idea what you're going to have this spring? If it's going to have to be back together, or do you think you'll be able to have 2 teams again?
I'm going to, just based on what I'm seeing across other teams at schools, will probably still be a combined team this year.
All right, you got a couple of guys, one that we've seen both play for the Jaguars and the Hawks in football. I call him Nick Eaton. You call him something else.
Yeah, Nico Eaton. He's played for us since he was a freshman. He's really developed into a great athlete, a great rugby player, and he puts on a lot of work off the field. And he's went to some camps, some skills clinics, and really works hard at becoming a great player all around.
You have to be athletic in a different sense than maybe a football or wrestling, which is probably the closest you have of the two types of athletes, just because of the contact and the physicality of it.
Yeah.
Who else makes a good rugby player?
Track guys do too. I mean, we play rugby sevens, the Olympic version of the game. Object of the game is not to get tackled, and speed kills. So if you can cut that edge and run around guys, it's I'll take track guys and wrestlers every day.
What does it look like when you do have teams that keep evolving and the sport keeps growing? I mean, what's this going to look like long term here in the state, as it's not just the Ankeny and Southeast Polk? I mean, you've got many other programs. How many programs are we adding, and how long is it going to take before I see this as a sanctioned sport by either the boys group or the girls group?
That's a great question. That's our ultimate goal as an organization, is to become a state sanctioned sport. We don't want to take kids from representing their communities, much like a, per se, club soccer. We want to be part of the school, and it's going to take a while. I know for the girls, I think we need a third of the member schools, but we're also seeing girls wrestling becoming on this edge of being sanctioned, which it should. Please don't think that I don't think it should, because girls wrestling is fantastic. It's just the one that's right there, the next in line. Our boys teams, I think we have 30 single school boys teams across the state. We have Class A all the way up to Class 3A. Lost it a little bit because of COVID, but we're looking, I think we're around 600 to 700 registered boys per season in the spring, and girls were right around 150 in the fall. We do our girls in the fall season, boys in the spring.
All right. You also have some involvement with the youth in all of Iowa. What is that, real quick?
Yeah, I am. So I'm the executive director of Iowa Youth Rugby. We have youth rugby all the way up to high school. Mainly all of our growth right now is in high school, but we do have some youth programs growing. We're working on middle school rugby right now for this spring. I think it's going to be a non-contact version. We're going to run it right with our varsity programs on the same night, kind of in between games. And our goal is for those programs, or those kids in those programs, to jump right into the high school program, and they get that feel for that family type of feel.
If I'm interested in rugby, what do I do? Who do I contact? What's my email or website?
Yep, go to iowayouth.rugby.org or iayra.org, and you can find all the information there. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I don't think we're young enough for TikTok, but
you never know.
All those things. Yeah.
All right. Dennis Oliver, I appreciate your time talking rugby today. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, Paul.
All right. Back after a moment. This is Halftime on CISN.TV.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Really like your backyard, man.
There's nothing to the east. I could do this all day.
No, Patrick. East is that way.
Oh, man, that's not good.
With Hy-Vee Aisles Online, it's easy to order online and pick up everything you or your neighbors might need.
Sorry about your hot dogs. All right. It won't happen again.
Okay. Hy-Vee Aisles Online, convenient pickup, and we deliver too.
Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 300 pre-owned vehicles with 50 under 25 grand. Des Moines area, you've never seen this before. Text value to 515-212-7952 and get your vehicles instant value by text. Or go to WaukeeChevy.com and click on Text My Trade-In Value. Chevy Cruze, $199 a month. Silverado, $1,500, $349 per month.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit BBB.org.
Central Bank is proud to support the unmatched spirit of sportsmanship and hard work exemplified by our local athletes. We're fans of high school sports and the way the big game and hometown team rally a community. Best of luck to all of today's competitors. Play hard, have fun, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
When I said we were going to show the end of the show, I didn't mean the end as they're walking off the field. The interviews just took a little bit longer. My apologies to the band. Here's the thing. There's the band headed off, and you're going to get to hear all about them. Jennifer Williams is going to join us in 2 weeks. We're going to show the show. We're going to walk through it, what the show is all about, and we're going to show you it all in full. I've got cameras recording it, just not for playback here today. So
They sounded great.
They sounded great. It is kind of fun, and hopefully we can show you the Centennial Band. Maybe we can do that next week. Just maybe I'll do a shorter interview at halftime. Okay, 42-0, Tim. This is it's been all Ankeny. Quick look at stats: 232 passing for the Hawks. It's 14 of 16. J.J. Cole only had 2 incompletions. I can only think of the one to Booth, and there was another one. And then it's 3 touchdown catches for McCullough. 9 catches, 145 yards. What stands out to you in the passing game right now?
Just the timing of it. One that J.J. Cole, he looks very comfortable back there. He's getting his reads. He's looking at his receiver. Even when he's scrambling, he's getting outside. He's looking downfield, and that's usually when the bigger plays happen. The receivers are getting great separation. He's also throwing in some very tight windows. He's dropping in the bucket over here. He's throwing in there the receivers at coverage. And by spreading the ball around to different receivers, it makes them much more productive because receivers can't get doubled up, especially McCullough. That's really freed him up to go and take people one-on-one. With his size, with his ability, he's a very tough out, trying to watch him one-on-one.
This is hard to say, but Ankeny only has 48 yards rushing, 7 carries, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns for Godolph. The Hawks haven't had to rely on the running game much in that first half.
Yeah, I noticed that they were passing on first down, so they don't have to rush. I think the Roosevelt defense was coming up, and they were going to blitz in that 6-man box, and they was going to contain Godolph. What this does, they spread them out. It's okay, we'll go ahead and pass. And so Godolph hasn't had to carry the load, but he's also been very productive on the receiving end. So he's been, Mr. Versatile, Swiss Army knife out there for the offense.
2 catches for 26 yards. The only other, the receptions, 9 for McCullough. That's just crazy to think. 2 for Godolph, and sorry, I went through and I'm going to mess up Jeff's thing here. 1 more to Crandall. And, the first touchdown was to Maddox Ward to start the game. He's had 2 catches, 50 yards.
Yeah. So it's a nice addition to kind of spread it out. So instead of bringing Crandall in, because he's already playing safety, that's a great addition. He's getting more people involved in the offense. They're ascending as the season goes on, which you want to see.
Roosevelt, though, has gone the other way. They 31 yards passing, 4 of 7 for 31 yards, 8 yards rushing. It's just gotten much, much harder to run the football. And it's not for a lack of trying. It has been 19 carries just for 8 yards. So they're not even half a yard a carry here. It's just tough.
Well, that first drive, they did a really good job. Then the turnover, it seemed like the offense lost their rhythm because they were moving down there. They're nearly at midfield. It was an inadvertent, it was a great rush on the quarterback. He just tried to dump it, but he got tipped. Great interception there. And then it just went downhill from there. They scored, they're down 7-0. It took the offense out of their rhythm, and they just haven't been able to find any of that. And the defense for Ankeny is playing exceptional. They're covering their lanes, they're going in. Patton has nowhere to run or even have much time to pass.
Lamar, 9 rushes for 13 yards. Williams, 2 catches for 26. So 280 to 39 tells you really all you need to know. The Ankeny Hawks are coming on. They're out of the field right now. The Riders are still in the locker room. We'll get caught up with head coach Barnett after this. This is high school football presented by CISM.
D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new D. Armand Ford Indianola, darmandford.com.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Really like your backyard, man.
There's nothing to the east, so I can do this all day.
No, Patrick. East is that way.
Oh, man, that's not good.
With Hy-Vee Aisles Online, it's easy to order online and pick up everything you or your neighbors might need.
Sorry about your hot dogs. All right. It won't happen again.
Okay.
Hy-Vee Aisles Online, convenient pickup, and we deliver.
Ankeny in control, 42-0. They lead here at halftime. As we take a quick, just trying to do a couple of looks around the area. It's Centennial 10, Sioux City East 0. That is at halftime. Waukee leads Johnston 24-3. Iowa City High in front of Iowa City West 21-0. Urbandale, Centennial's opponent next week, which we'll have here on CISN, leads Des Moines East 28-7. Linn-Mar 58-0 on Jefferson. Here it is 42-0, and it has been all. It's just not been. It's just been a hard go for Roosevelt, and we'll try to catch up with head coach. Sorry, I'm looking at a couple of things here and not quite able to find that Dowling score. So we'll check it out. We'll give you an update here in just a little bit. Centennial and Urbandale will be our game next week, and we'll be on the air after 6 o'clock on the stream with the pregame show. And we will continue with that. So Roosevelt hasn't come back out onto the field. Oh, there's now a 3-minute. Now they have 3 minutes to come out. And they are emerging from the locker room. And I use the term locker room loosely for that metal shed up on the north side that is a little closer than what they used to use. The Ankeny has to go in, the home team's here at this stadium, and eventually that will change. As Roosevelt makes their way out, they're just going to go straight to the sideline, and Jeff's going to try, I can't say tackle Coach Barnett, because that's one of the hardest things to do. It's hard to do in the Big 10 or the Big 12. I'd like to thank him for his time this week. Yes. And I think Coach had to turn around and go back in. A couple minutes to go. Tim, your thoughts here as this is the Ankeny that I think a lot of people thought was capable this year, but this is them clicking on all cylinders tonight, right?
Right. I think they came out and make a statement. They knew what they did last week, upset the rankings a little bit and knock Southeast Polk. That was the big game on their calendar coming in here. And then would they have a letdown? Would they be looking forward to the game next week?
All right. Jeff Brooks has found Coach Barnett on that far side, and let's go down to Jeff.
Hey, yeah, real quick, Coach. Obviously not the start you wanted tonight. What was the message to the boys at the half?
We still have to come out and play. We still got to come out and execute. They put 42 points on the board in the first half. Why can't we?
Yeah.
Our guys got to come out and play.
So opportunities in the second half, obviously. How do you get that rhythm back? Your first drive was awesome. I mean, you were moving the ball. Unfortunate turnover, but how do you get that rhythm back?
We just got to, our guys just got to go out and play. They got to relax. They got to know. They've trained for this. We know what they're going to give us. We know what to expect. We're not running anything that we haven't practiced, that we haven't done before. Our guys just got to go out and execute and get into that rhythm, because once they do start picking up first downs, then they'll get moving.
All right, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, head coach Barnett, Jared Barnett. Cyclone fans know him. Yeah. I tell you, getting a chance to talk with him, I mean, just, you're trying to, after he left Iowa State, went to Illinois State, and he ends up at in Texas coaching, ends up he was thinking, I'm going to go into the college ranks at the NAIA level. Then he took a year off. This job opens back up. He's in the area. And, I mean, the parts of the Roosevelt, the swell has been moving, and I think it's still headed in that direction. They make the playoffs. They get the win against a metro or a suburban school. I mean, I like where they're headed.
Yes, they're in a great location. It's an outstanding high school, but he's got the energy there. They got a lot of players on the sideline. They believe in it. They get offensive scheme. They've had some success. These are things that you build on. It's definitely the arrow's pointing up for them. It's just that they catch into a really. You're looking at the defending state champs. They just knocked off Southeast Polk last weekend. They're running into a buzzsaw. A very, very good team that's testing them. So we'll see how they come out in the second half. This is a chance for them to right a little bit of the wrongs from the first half, to come out there and add some character to their team.
And Ankeny gets the football to start the second half. Again, it has been Ankeny through the air. Not as much passing, but it's just been an impressive 232 yards passing, 14 of 16. And we'll see how much we see of Cole here in the second half. We'll see if we'll get some second string in and some reserves and get some meaningful snaps and see what the program can do. It gets to be a long year. I mean, next week doesn't get much easier for Ankeny. They're going to have to play Valley. Always a tough out.
Two big name schools going at it.
Set up to kick it off is Brady Palmer, and he gets it to about the 15, where it's taken up by the Hawks, and good return near the 40-yard line, and the ball comes out at the end of the drive, and I think Ankeny fell back on top at Ryan Crandall, as making the tackle is Henry Claypool. Haven't said much of Claypool tonight. He's been a little harder to make those tackles.
They've been using him on blitzes quite a bit to cause a little rush there. He's taking either through the A gap there, or he's trying to get something on the outside. They've been able to get a block on him, but Cole's getting rid of the ball quickly, so it's a hard guy to hit. When he's releasing the ball so fast.
Cole the give to Kadolf. Colin gets to the outside, gets around the edge, and then he's tripped up. Davier Jones, the shoestring tackle. Kadolf falls forward another couple of yards and jumps his way to a first down. Continuous clock here in the second half as we are under 11 minutes.
Good blocks on the outside. Ethan Thomas out there. They're doing a good job of just getting your blocks and taking your guys out of the hole, and then you're giving Kadolf an open field like that, he's gonna gash you.
Dowling leads Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln 30-0 in the second quarter. Cole with time, all sorts of it. Throws, a dart to Maddox Ward, caught at the 30. First guy there for Roosevelt was Lucas Pullman. And then Jones finished up.
I think a year ago that J.J. Cole had taken that and run, he would have rolled out to his left and taken off downfield. He rolled out, right, squared his body. That's the thing I'm thinking. His technique is getting better. He's squaring it, looking downfield, and then completing that pass over to Ward. So good pickup, good execution on the offensive drive.
Well, and the Hawks go to work, first down and 10. 10 minutes to play, third quarter. Cole with it. Hand off Kadolf. Again, same play, takes 2 steps left and then goes right. And he'll still get about 4 yards up to the 25. Colin Murphy, the 6'1 DN senior, makes the tackle.
There was Claypool was in there as well, kind of coming in the outside, scraping off. His block also assisting on that play. So very active. Coach talked about, for only a sophomore, he is a very good athlete, very fast, plays well, good head for the football.
Cole looks to the left, throws, caught by his backup, or that's Devin Akers. And we do have a down Roosevelt player. And I think I see it too, but I'm not sure.
We don't want the guy at the big number 2. That would be their quarterback.
No,
but don't want to speculate.
No, and this is it's 20, which is Lucas Pullman. He gets up and he'll walk over.
He's jogging out the field. I have to see that player gets up and jogs out the field. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him. A little stinger there to making the play.
Actually, Patton is not out there on defense right now, actually. He is standing on the sidelines.
It seems like the Ankeny offense is avoiding passing in his direction, knowing how good of a safety that he is. Everything's gone to the outside or gone underneath the safety, behind the linebackers there. It seems like that's where they wanted to attack, not letting, basically a Division I style safety out there making a play in your passing game.
3rd and short from the 20. Play action. Caught and down the near sideline for a couple of extra yards after the catch is Akers. He gets it close to the 10. Knocked out at the 11 by Hunter Norris.
Back-to-back catches by Devin, 6'4", 185-pound receiver, only a sophomore. It's good to get some good playing time in there, getting used to a quarterback.
And Jeff has to add yet another receiver to the stat line.
Jeff, we got to make Jeff earn his dinner tonight.
Give to Kadolf up the middle. He's got some room. Darts it to the outside. Cuts it back at the hash, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ankeny.
Good outside block by Maddox Ward out there. Kept his man from cutting in, created another hole out there. So Kadolf cut out, cut in. Touchdown by Colin Kadolf.
Kadolf with the vision and the blocking. You can't. You got to have 2 to make one touchdown.
And they have blocked well.
And I know Coach had said a new guard. I was trying to figure out who it was that he was referring to that was out. Because I see Kingston in there. So Espino and Monsivais. 71 is in there, as so is Espino. So we'll figure out what's going on and let you know. Ankeny leads 49-0 here with 7:55 to go in the third quarter.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Keegan Warmer sets to kick it up, and there's a look at Kadolf's touchdown. His third touchdown, so 2 Hawks with 3 touchdowns. Warmer gets his leg into it. It's going to be taken by Jones at the 9. Jones gets up, has a hat get on him. First one there was Sandvig. He might not have been the first on the sideline, but he's our number 1 on the sideline, Jeff Brooks. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how you doing up there? Hey, it's another good drive by Ankeny. They, come out in the second half, establish that first string offense. We'll see if they start subbing in. Roosevelt's very prideful here. Look for him to come out with a good established offensive series here against the Ankeny's number 1 D. See what happens.
Jamison Patton comes back to work. 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. Run option. Patton keeps it. Darts outside, and that was a mistake. Coming up, Ryan Crandall. Patton would have maybe cut it up. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Instead, he lost 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Maybe at some other schools he could probably do that, but this is a very good defensive scheme. Really, the whole 11 group is playing together very well, so it's very hard to find those lanes because everything is pushing them to the outside and they make great open field tackles.
Sprint out to the near side. Patton, penalty flag thrown. Patton escapes 1 tackle, but not another. Donnie Brown straight, and also
a little bit of holding against Donnie Brown straight there. At the back of his jersey, his number was getting bigger.
Bodie Kreisman also there. And Roosevelt is called for the penalty, so spot of that foul. This will put him back well inside the 15. Oh, they're going to decline it. Okay. It was a gain of 2 on that play. So instead of giving Roosevelt another chance, they just took the 1-yard gain, 2-yard gain.
Been quiet there for Williams. They haven't got him involved in the passing game. He's got him out wide left there. So
Patton, here comes some heat. Steps away. Dashes 1. Brown straight again, engaged, and then about 6 maroon jerseys come around Patton. Can't really, Summers was there. And it'll be 4th down.
Bodie Kreisman's in there now, playing some linebacker. So great job. They spread out, floated along, bent a little bit, gave him 5 yards, but not a first down.
I think Tom Urban did what I would say. The whole right side of the defense makes the tackle. I think that's from Ankeny's going to have to take, I don't think they got their guy off, but no flag. Line drive taken by Cornwell at the 45. Will spins around at the 45 of Roosevelt and gets inside about the 43. Cornwell, who was busy last Sunday running he was the line judge at a 6th grade tackle football game. He was getting an earful from the chain gang. Will. I think he thought I was going to ask him for a picture or something. Good to see those Ankeny Hawk and Centennial Jaguar players out there on the Ankeny Junior Football Sundays working as referees. It wasn't that long ago they were playing on Sunday afternoons. Connor Kaiser gets his first snap, and his job is to hand the ball off. And his first handoff goes to Jackson Belding, gets the handoff, sophomore to sophomore, and had a chance to talk to Connor's parents a couple of weeks ago. And, how did Connor do that one game? Well, he was just worried about handing the ball off, just twisting the body left and right. Didn't want to pass the ball. Be curious to see if Connor steps back and throws here. Not sure we'll see that. 3:46 to go, third quarter.
Maybe see him on a rollout.
Belding next to Kaiser. It's going to give to Jackson. Jackson's met at the line of scrimmage and then pulled backwards. And making that stop for Roosevelt is 79, Rojas.
Rojas, who's in there.
3rd and long. Coming near side is Morgan and Henricks. Kaiser to throw. Wobble tipped at the line, going for Agare. And I think getting his hand on it there was Isaac Garcia.
Yep, looks like it was 72 there, Garcia in there. So a rare 3 and out for the Ankeny offense. Still there in a great field position here at the 43-yard line. This might be the first punt Ankeny's had tonight.
It is. Yeah, Max Pelham will jog back on. And the punt team, which some of them had already been to the sideline, their night was done, are back out there. Pelham gets it. And he's tackled as he punts. It was never touched that I could see. Picked up by Sean Gavin.
I think his leg hit number 69 there, just kind of plowed into him. So wasn't really much of a block as much as he blocked his leg.
McGuire Dillon, I think, is who you said tackle his leg?
Well, I think he got in there instead of hitting the ball. I think the kicker's leg hit the blocker. So there's a thud.
Okay. Looks like the starting offense will come back out for Roosevelt, actually. Yeah, Patton comes out. And we're getting to see some of the twos for the Ankeny defense. Let's see what they can do. Patton steps back, throws a dart near side. Great looking pass, Danny Diggins. So let's just say 45 yards. This is one of those game notes we need to write, Tim. 45 yards. It was 31 and 14 for a total of 45 when the twos came in. So we'll see against the starting defense of Ankeny. Patton was only able to the Roosevelt Riders were only able to engineer 45 yards of offense. Here comes some heat. Patton steps away from it. He's not going to escape this 3rd attempt, and coming in at the end was C.J. Akulla, a junior.
He had a little bit of room there.
Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 12, 30 seconds to go. I think, Roosevelt's going to have to run a play before the end of the quarter. Patton signals he needs that play again. 10 seconds on the play clock. He'll option out to the left side. Keep it. Gets spun around, stood up, and knocked out of bounds. Looks like it was Max Watson and Brock Adamson, and that's how the 3rd quarter is going to end. Ankeny in the lead, 49-0. This is high school football presented by CISM.
Hey, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Holt's Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm proud of what we've accomplished at Holt. Our team is leading the way in providing the latest in home comfort solutions, and we have fun doing it. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Ankeny leads 49-0 as we've played 3 quarters. Winterset leads Dallas Center Grimes 13-10 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Patton throws here on 4th down to Jones, and he's going to be stopped short at the 40-yard line. Caleb Z, last week's homecoming king. Bet you didn't know that, did you, Tim?
I did not.
Waukee Northwest leads Sioux City West at halftime, 53-0. So they'll probably get their second win. Centennial now leads Sioux City East 17-0 in the third.
Good divisional win for them if they hold on.
And Kaiser's pass again as he had some heat. So now Roosevelt just kind of
down player there for, I don't know if it's Rojas.
Yeah, it is. It's Rojas. We'll step away for a moment. 10:56 to play. This is high school football on CISM.
Businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit BBB.org.
Shop WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 375 pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models. Inventory changes daily. WaukeeChevy.com.
Holt Plumbing and Heating continues to be one of Central Iowa's fastest growing plumbing, heating, and cooling companies. I'm reminded of that every day as I see our fleet of vehicles in all shapes and sizes head out to help customers in need. We work hard to keep our vehicles clean and in good shape. Some are customized with great ideas, and some maybe not so much. But at the end of the day, a job well done and a happy customer means everything to us. Just one more reason why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Jackson Belding takes the handoff from Connor Kaiser. It'll be 3rd and 8 after a gain of 2. Rojas helped off to the sideline. He was kind of holding that, lifting an ankle.
See if they'll put in the air here or try something to the outside here to the wide side of the field.
Kaiser gives it again to Belding. Jackson Belding gets his way up to the 25. So it'll be 4th and 5, and I think Ankeny will just go for it for the sake of taking some time off.
Put the heavy bodies in there. Jackson Noheimer is coming in. Looks like Ian Bennett putting some beef on that line. I think they're going to run it.
Heavy? Run heavy?
A little heavy on the line there. Put some beef on beef.
Hawks need to get to the 31. High snap. They give to Belding. They key on him. Belding is hit at about the line of scrimmage. Colin Murphy there for the tackle. It'll be a turnover on downs. And Roosevelt will take it back at the 9-minute mark. So I know Jeff is going to ask us who we should talk to in that in the post-game interview. And, you know, Simonson and Kadolf, both 3 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Is this finally the night that we lift the J.J. Cole interview ban? And it wasn't really a ban.
Was he banned?
He wasn't banned.
Oh.
I just, making something up.
This is the best I've seen him. Remember we saw him the first game of the season. Now here, this is as crisp as I looked. I can see why some coaches are high in him. Like Iowa State, has got to offer to him because I think he's looked sharp.
Patton takes the snap, runs to the right side on the option, keeps it right to stay inbounds, and he gets 11 yards on first down.
I guess the best run that we've seen, Patton have tonight. We're mentioning earlier, it's a little more decisive that he needs to run upfield and take the positive yards instead of trying to make a big play on every carry. Just take the yards that are available to you. Maybe we get 2 or 3 yards there. He turned upfield, was more decisive. So great athlete, great running ability. Just it'll create his running lanes.
On first down, in motion goes the tight end Williams. The give to Lamar. He is wrapped up at the 45 by Brock Adamson. And Adamson did get a little bit of time with the ones tonight. He's trying to fight his way on for some more playing time. But it is just really hard to do with the guys that he's trying to go up against. Looks like Paul Paintner also in there for a tackle.
Good job by Brock there. That good linebacker, junior, getting some valuable playing time.
Patton to throw. Steps in front. He's contained by Paintner and sent out of bounds. Also there with the help is Antonio Wilson. Clock at 7 minutes to go.
He had a chance there to throw, but good pursuit kept him from going downfield. Looks like Williams had been open around the 20, just couldn't pull it in and get the pass off.
Play signal in, clock down to 10. Patton to throw, three-step drop. Rolls out to his right, throws off his back foot. A dart caught by his tight end at the 42. George Williams got enough for a first down.
Williams did a deep out, came back, sat down, waited for his quarterback to see him. See the big 6'4" target.
Roosevelt next week. They will host Des Moines North. Whistle for a moment, official out of place. Ankeny will go to Valley. And there's a look at that replay. Thank you. Williams right there. Patton looking deep, throws it down the near sideline. Jones, and there were two receivers there. One of them was Luke Pullman.
I think if we see the replay, I think the receiver knocked it out of
his own receiver.
Out of DeVar Jones's hands. He was open. He had it there for a second.
I don't know if that was
on the routes there.
Davier Jones almost with it. Pullman back into the game after an injury a few plays ago. 2nd and 10 from the 41. A clock under 5 now. Throw down the right side. Caught by Danny Diggins. Running that route right along the sideline. Enough to move the chains. That's the biggest play from scrimmage for the night for the Rough Riders, as they go almost 20 yards on that play. 25. See, math's not my strength, Tim.
Yeah.
No huddle for
Roosevelt. You said
Roosevelt.
there wasn't going to be math in this game.
Yeah. Clock at 4:23 at the snap. Patton steps up, throws it in the middle of the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Peter Fantadodet. So at the 4:13 mark, Roosevelt gets on the board with a touchdown pass of 14 yards.
That's the quarterback that we had heard about coming in the game. He has, obviously, with time, he's in there. He's got a good athlete. He's able to throw the ball when he can see the field. He's not being rushed. So with time, he's a dangerous quarterback.
Danny Diggins on to attempt the extra point. High snap, fumbled. Fire, and making the tackle way back behind is Keith Halstead. Halstead makes the tackle. 49-6, Ankeny still in the lead, 4:13 to play. This is
D. Armand Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the D. Armand difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola, DeArmondFord.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore. 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Colin Cadolf takes the kickoff and goes out of bounds. And let's see if it's the twos again for the Hawks. It is. They're up 49-6. Jeff Brooks down on our sideline. That's the Roosevelt we've heard about right there, Jeff?
Yeah, standing here talking to the Roosevelt principal about their football program and the direction they're going, and they're really confident in it over there. And he was commenting on the way down that it's a positive drive they're having, and we were both excited for those guys. Lots of good vibes over here on the sideline. Nobody's hanging their head. It's good to see. So upward climb.
1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 21-yard line. Kaiser to throw. Hit as he throws. He finds another sophomore, and that's Leo Aguirre. Leo is a target that Kaiser might look for over the next couple of years when they get a chance to play.
Yeah, getting your juniors and sophomores in a game like this, getting them on there, getting their reps in real game situations, not just practice. So this is good to bring your next year's team together, next 2 years.
And there's the replay of the touchdown. We just didn't quite get to see for Patton, the junior, so we'll see him next year too. But he's got a lot of play as Belding takes the handoff, gets through the line of scrimmage. Colin Murphy there, as well as McGuire Dillon. So let's look at the schedules a little bit here, Tim. Roosevelt, they'll go on to finish the night 3-2. Then they have a game against Des Moines North, who has won maybe 1 or 2 games at most. Marshalltown, same boat. Sioux City East was losing at last check, and then they closed the year with Valley. Roosevelt could easily win 3 of those last 4 with the 4th game against Valley. It will be very interesting. And have a very nice 7-2 record.
Yes, they can, which is impressive. I think Ankeny is in there. We're looking at this group, and Valley's in the same division. It's very winnable. If they keep improving, I think they shot themselves in the foot a little bit here after the first series. They're coming back. They got their heads up. They got some good athletes. They got a lot of speed. If they could just keep down mistakes, if they get an early lead, work out the blocking assignments, I think they're going to do well. But yeah, very doable, winning 3 of the next 4 games.
Who'd you like on that Ankeny defense tonight?
It usually find someone that's been dominant out there. This is probably one that's been the best, where it's been the whole defense. I mean, the whole I'd give it to the defensive coordinator because they've really gone. These guys kept their lane assignments. They kept their discipline. The quarterback had nowhere to go. It's just like every time you went there, it was just maroon jerseys all over the place. And it wasn't just one player playing well. No one had a big interception. It's just that the whole defensive unit just shut them down.
That's a good answer. Wrong, but no. Nick Eaton. Didn't you think Nick Eaton was everywhere tonight?
Yeah,
we hardly said Webb Tate or Penningroth at all.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it seemed like Eaton. It could have been that Eaton was the spy tonight on Patton.
Yep, he was in there. Cornwell was in there. I think they all kind of had their moments in there, but I think that it was a good defensive scheme for the evening.
Kaiser's pass is tipped at the line. He was trying to go to Aguirre again, and that's probably going to be the last play of this game. It'll fall incomplete.
Could Jeff call the whole defense over?
He could. Do what Tom did at PA, Tom Urban, and just say the tackle was made by the whole defense. And I think that is going to be the end of the game. That is how it is going to end. Ankeny wins 49-6. a impressive performance that the rest of the state is going to look at and go, maybe Ankeny is for real. We'll recap the game, try to get a couple of interviews in here, and get you caught up on other scores. This is the post-game show beginning now on CISN TV. Ankeny wins 49-6.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. One banana pudding shake. Order up.
At Holt Plumbing and Heating, our team is clean-cut, professionally dressed, and always training to be the best. We have families too, and we understand that nothing is more important than keeping them safe and comfortable. Our passion is to be the clear first choice for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and home service needs. A high-quality job with a smile and a little extra wow. I would like to personally invite you to experience Holt Plumbing and Heating and find out why, for over 70 years, families all over central Iowa say, let Holt handle that.
Why do businesses succeed? The Better Business Bureau sees the traits of successful businesses every day. It's not easy, but it is simple. The BBB fosters trust between Iowa businesses and consumers.
Visit bbb.org.
Shop WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee has over 375 pre-owned vehicles. All makes, all models. Inventory changes daily. WaukeeChevy.com.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
One banana pudding shake.
Cutting the bananas right now.
Someone got those vanilla wafers?
Almost ready. One banana pudding shake. Order up.
Back here at Ankeny Stadium, Ankeny tonight, 49-6. You see the Ankeny Hawks on the right side of your screen, the Roosevelt Rough Riders on the left side. Centennial at last check leads Sioux City East 17-0, a game you can watch on CISN TV on our YouTube feed. And Waukee in front of Johnson as the Dragons starting to make it a little interesting there, 24-12. In the third quarter, Iowa City High leads Iowa City West 28-0. Linn-Mar is going to roll over Jefferson tonight, 65-0. Urbandale was at last check leading east of Des Moines, so at 28-7. Dowling scored another touchdown, 44-0. Southeast Polk in front of Waterloo West, 42-0. Is the look at the scores that we have here. And Tim Halber is making his way down, and Jeff Brooks is down there. Tim's up here, but let's go down to Jeff.
Hey, we'll start with the defense here. Nick Eaton with us. Nick, so we're sitting here thinking defensive effort. They were trying to pick out one player off this defense tonight, and they couldn't come up with any one. So was it all tonight?
Yeah, no, I think our defense in total, man, you see it in the stats. There's not just a single one of us that stands out. It's everybody flying to the ball 24/7 and everything. And yeah, I think as a team we play fast and physical, and that's what we need on defense for sure.
So coming off of last week's game, looking maybe a letdown. Coach even said at halftime, he's like, man, didn't warm up the greatest, but came out, stepped up. Going forward, what's your focus?
Yeah, we take it 1 week at a time. Can't overlook anybody. I think for us it's confidence, not cockiness. We learned that early, and I think we have to carry it along the rest of the year and just play our game, and I think we'll be all right.
All right, man. Hey, great game. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you so much.
That's Nick Eaton. Nico, as he was called at halftime with the interview. And let's go back down to the field. Jeff Brooks.
Hey, got one of the offensive players here, Brady McCullough. Hey, Brady, it's unofficial here, but 9 for 145, 3 touchdowns, right? What do you think about that?
It all starts up front. I can't thank my linemen enough. They do the dirty work, and they don't get recognized for it. Our QB is really good. He's really good at seeing the field, too, and I think it's a team effort. It's not one person, but I think we played really well tonight as a whole team together and as an offense.
So over the weeks, we've noticed that you have developed a lot of chemistry with JJ. What's that been like, practicing off the field? What's going on there?
No, yeah, we take every chance we get to get that chemistry down and timing down. like I said, it's a whole team effort. It's the timing. It's not just me and him working on it. It's everybody. And when everybody has that chemistry and that timing down, you see what we did on the field against Roosevelt just now. That's what happens.
All right, man. Hey, thanks so much for your time.
Jeff Brooks and Brady McCullough, unofficially 9-145. The Hawks passing 273 yards, 81 yards rushing, total 354. Roosevelt 88 yards passing, 32 rushing, total 120. But let's remember it was 31-14-45 before the second-string defense came in. And Patton tonight, just a tough night for him.
Yep.
But you're still doing it. Patton didn't give up in that last drive, and Roosevelt comes back, puts 6 on the board. Again, this is a team that could be 7-1 at the end of the year if things play out.
Yeah, I think we saw the talent there. I think they just got lost their place during the game there. I think they couldn't figure out the defense. They couldn't get anything done. I think just trying to run the ball and do everything. He settled down more, just got some passes. They could build off that last drive. I think that's something that the coach is going to look for. They'll probably talk about later.
Well, they are still discussing over on that far sideline. This is a teaching moment. What are you saying over there right now?
Exactly. I think you played a very good team. You find the positives out of this. When you play a great team like this, it just snowballed. They got caught into that. If you'd have told me that Roosevelt, if they hold Ankeny to 81 yards rushing, they have a really good chance of winning. They just kind of forgot the passing game was super sharp tonight. So, but I think they've got some talent there. They got to build this. There's a lot of season left, and there's a playoff possibility there in their future. So, don't hang your heads.
Ankeny passing tonight, 18 for, let's see, that's 33. Yeah, that's 273, almost 30 yards passing. Again, J.J. Cole looked. There were times early in the season I thought his passes were going up and coming back down. Tonight, it wasn't that they were darts through the air. They were just flat and on a line. Did I see the same thing you did?
Yes, I thought his passes didn't float. It wasn't coming downfield with nose up. The nose was coming down. That means that you're getting your weight shifted from your back foot to your front foot. You get more balance in there. Also, he had a lot of rollouts where he was rolling even to his left, looking downfield. Instead of taking off and running where most quarterbacks, inexperienced ones will do, he was looking downfield and hitting his open receivers. And his passes are accurate. They're on time. And he's getting his weight shifted. I think he's just maturing, and then the game is slowing down for him now at quarterback.
Roosevelt will play Des Moines North at Drake Stadium next week, and Valley is the opponent of the Ankeny Hawks next week, that game at Valley Stadium. And if everything goes to the way I think the plan is, that game will be on CISN next week. Valley tonight at Marshalltown. Haven't gotten a score on that one. Just a lot of games lopsided tonight. Centennial leads East 17-0. Jeff, we'll have Centennial. Jeff comes in. Thank you, Jeff Brooks, for your work tonight. Jeff Martens, thank you for your work. Tim, next week we'll have Centennial, Urbandale rolling. That one could end up being a sneaky good. Let's hit them. I think you might use one of your most famous phrases in that one, too.
Oh, we get some slobber knocking going on?
I think we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be on the air next week, so thank you, everybody, for your work tonight. Thanks for watching. Ankeny rolls 49-6. That's it here from Ankeny Stadium. Hawks improve to 4-1. Roosevelt falls to 3-2. We'll see you next time. Thank you, and good night from Ankeny.